everyone can come to the tournament room, we are about to get started. I'm going to go over some house rules, talk about CQ, what's going on, and how we're going to do the tournament. We'll try to pack everyone in here.
I got it.
You got it? Wait, Andrew Grinder's here? Okay. All right, cool. So we are waiting on Buzzthrill, a couple of players from Buzzthrill, but they're on their way. They're on their way. All right. All right. Hey, I was about to go. Okay, all right. How's everyone doing?
You're going to let him play one more game?
Just watch New York play for 10 minutes. Never mind, it's not FSU. They'll go quick. Sabotage it. Wow. Wow. Just say wow. They're here? Awesome.
Everybody's here?
Hey, Buzzthrill! Buzzthrill! No. All right, how can everyone hear me? Is it good? I mean, I could get closer. I just.
I get a little bit of feedback because he's right on the speaker.
All right, yeah, I'll get closer.
I'll give you as much as I can.
All right, there we go.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Winter Cluster 2018 here in Columbus, Ohio. Why did you guys agree to do this? This is ridiculous. Real quick, I just want to thank everyone that made the journey here. Let's tell some stories, right? So Team Break had 4 players that got stuck in New York, and 3 of you decided to sleep at the airport. Wow, Rob, you were like, nah, I'm good.
They got kicked out, though.
They got kicked out? Wow. And then you guys got here early this morning. Pigeon Rats had 2 players who got stuck in DC, and you met a priest, and the priest gave you a ride here. Yes. They hitched a ride with a priest. That's a blessing. Yeah. St. Louis took forever. How long was your trip?
About 8.5 hours.
Wait. Charlotte had a 10-hour trip. You got.
They got pulled over.
And Charlotte got pulled over. Some of them got pulled over because you had to get a hotel because you weren't allowed to be on the road. And Buzzthrill, you guys, how long was your trip?
Good. Got it.
14 hours.
So the trick that I did here is I
Wow.
turned down the gain a little bit and turned down the highs. Because the high pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of beer, so welcome to Close Quarters. This is our social gaming club. This is the biggest event we've ever thrown on. That's why we capped it at 16 teams. You can see it's going to be close quarters with everyone. So this is a member-run facility. We have a handful of members that pay a monthly fee, but it's not making money. So if you can help us by buying T-shirts, we got $20 and $25 T-shirts. If we don't have a merch person there, we're gonna have a whiteboard, write your name, size, and what you want, and then we'll take care of you in between the tournament. I love you, Killer Queen. if we do have an art show behind everyone here too. If you guys are interested in the art, let people know. We got some really cool art up there. We'd love for some of the art to get purchased. There's these cute little snails done by children for $2. We want to teach them about what commission means. So if you want to buy a $2 snail, we're going to take 20% of that from them, from the children.
Good lesson to learn.
They're my niece and nephew. It's cool. If you see the clay pots back there too, my wife made those. She's never played the game. Doesn't really like it. Starting to hate it. But she did make some awesome little clay drone characters that are sweet. The heads come off. You can put stuff in them like berries or whatever. It'd be most amazing if you could share our Twitch, follow us, subscribe if you have the means to. We would love to get some subscribers today. We try to stream more than just Killer Queen, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into the actual tournament. So house rules. Garbage. We have some garbage cans. Please track them. Don't overfill them. If they're full, let's take them outside out back. Grab someone with a button and say we need to do something about it, and we will replace them. There's one up front and there's one in the back where the beer is. Damn it.
You just snuck out here.
Opening my email. Smoking, please don't smoke right out front. Smoke off to the side if you could. I know the snow's an issue, so we'll be a little lenient on that rule today. Don't smoke out back. Don't use the back door if you can. We don't want to have that open and then someone come in when we're not paying attention. Drinking etiquette. Clean up after yourself. Enjoy the drinks. We do have, don't be ganking people's drinks, but it's kind of a house rule. I mean, you know, we're all providing beer. At Wild Card, the first team to get knocked out gets to tap our free keg of Land Grant beer. So we do have that beer. One of our first sponsors, Land Grant Brewing Company. It is less than a block away this way. We're going to bring the keg in at some point, and then as you lose, you get to drink, and then, you know, team break if you guys want to drink all day long. That's cool. Cool. Good. All right, so we got some rules to go over. How many people actually read the rules? Yeah? Few? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Simple sportsmanship rule. Don't be an asshole. Don't be racist. I'll just say it. Don't say SMD. Don't do it. Okay? And anyway, yeah, that is why. But, you know, totally trash talk. It's cool. Just be playful about it and recognize when someone's tilted and don't keep pushing them. People that are watching, obviously don't call out what's going on. Don't be too loud about it. Like, don't get the snail. You know, like, let the players know what's going on in the game. Don't do that. Team structure. Everyone has 5 players, right? No alternates allowed. You know, if someone leaves, you have to play without a player. No player can play with more than one team. Okay. We all know these rules. Prizes. First place gets 70% of the venue, the $10 competition fee. 20% to second place, 10% to third place. We will have a third place, fourth place match. Top 2 teams will receive these awesome medals by Mr. Matt Thompson. Yeah. And Ken. Yeah, thank Ken for making the art for it, and then Matt 3D printed and painted them. They're pretty dope. I like them. Gold and silver. What else? What do we have? Oh, timeouts. Of course. Everyone gets one timeout, 1 minute timeout. Call it out. Tell a TO. You can step off the stage, but you don't have to. It doesn't carry over, or you don't get extra timeouts until the finals. The finals everyone gets, the top 2 teams get an extra timeout. Time management, 30 seconds. In between rounds, hurry it up. We will tell you to hurry up because there's a lot of games to play. So that's why I'm trying to hurry up here. On that, obviously, we're doing all the groups at the same time. So match 1 of each group is going. Match 2 of each group is going. We have a system that Ryan Vile has built that should display the next 4 teams up. So that should help keep people on. I think it's on the screen out here in the gallery. So it'll show when you're up, know what's going on. Try to get up here and be ready to play. We don't want minutes and minutes in between each match. In case of a technical issue, during gameplay, keep playing. Take a step back. If you can't play, if you can't move at all, that shouldn't be an issue here. The sticks are in pretty good condition. That being said, we have extra sticks, extra switches. We know how to open up the cabs. We can take care of things quickly. We will test it. We'll open it up, replace it, and we'll keep going. And Carlos is here. Yeah. Round of applause. So it is up to the TO's discretion to replay the game, and that means the TO can make the rule of what's going on in the situation. What else? All right, the stages. Round robin. Everyone's playing. Top 2 teams advance from each group to stage 3. Bottom 2 teams of each group go immediately into a wild card tournament. It's single elimination. Both the first 2 stages are best of 3. So you could only play 2 matches. If you get 2 wins, then you don't play the 3rd match. That's just to save time. The seeding for both the next 2 groups is just totally based on your group play. And we do have some tiebreakers. We've written them out in the team sheet. I'm not going to go over them because you can see it. You can look it up. Anything else? We want to talk about sponsors. Land Grant, Eco Life helped us do this cool banner. And are you guys hyped for this tournament? You ready for this? You ready? So let's make sure we say thank you right now for Jane for everything that she's done as a Berry Babe. Jane lady. Jane's also done some amazing sound effects. So are we allowed to talk about this? No, we're not. So you'll find out about the sound effects. Dylan Paul is micing it up. He and Mr. Zach Sanderson, who is the mastermind behind all of the streaming stuff we're doing. Round of applause for Zach Sanderson. They formed a company called Two Smarmy Dicks. And they are really the whole reason this thing is built and all the technology in this whole facility is run. So without them, we would not be having such a cool tournament. It would just be a cab on a stage. So thank them for that. Adam Swigert has really helped us organize the tournament. Round of applause for Adam. Other big thing about Adam is he was here at like 9 this morning shoveling snow. So thank God for that, because I wasn't going to show up. I'm going to try to remember all the names. Help me out here. Lisa.
Yeah, Courtney helped too on the side.
All right. So we have Lisa, Courtney, Christina, Heather, Duck, Andy. Round of applause for all of those people. Do we have anyone else? Ryan Vile. Ryan Vile, thank you. All right. So always do that. All right, thank you. Tournament TOs have the button, okay? So if you have a button on right now and don't want to be a TO, let me know. And we have the TO rules on the document, so read it. I'm not going to go over it. Without that, the first games are Pigeon Rat versus Team B Rake. And we are. Oh, you probably need to know how the map selection works, right? Okay. All right. So, stage 1, always day the entire time. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But we are going to do it. We're just to simplify it. It's start on day, loser picks map. So stage 1 and stage 2, start on day, loser picks map. And then in stage 3, the higher seed picks first map, loser picks after that. All maps must have been played before a map is picked twice. And how are we doing cab selection? I think we're just going to do top team is going on blue. Top team is on blue. There we go. We figured it out live. Cool. All right. Anything else?
Blake,
No?
you're going to do a ceremonial first game that doesn't
No,
count?
we aren't.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
First game counts.
We've been doing first games that don't count. team sheets?
I think we have all of them.
If you haven't filled out a team sheet, turn
Whoever
it
just
in.
showed up, I don't have, but I have almost everybody else.
And on your lanyards, just so you know, because I don't want to be asked this question, in between your name card and the little CQ logo is a cheat sheet that has our Twitch, has our Wi-Fi password, our address, and all of the brackets, and our social media stuff. So, you know, I've gone to a lot of tournaments and watched people ask that question 1,000 times, so we fixed it.
Thank you.
It's great. All right. Let's get hype. Wait, go ahead. It'll show up. It'll show up. Yeah. Yep. Yes, Aaron. If anyone wants coffee, Aaron Tran's making some coffee. Get hooked up. Oh yeah, the coat rack is in is in room 3. Try not to go behind and mess around with the stuff behind there. But leave your coats back there, and let's do this. Winter cluster.
All right, switch the scene to the actual screen. Are we gonna officially like kick them off here?
Just having too much chattiness. All right, guys. Hello, welcome to the stream. You guys heard Blake here. We've got the groups showing up there. The teams that are first starting there are the Pigeon Rats on blue. Is that right? On blue versus Team B Rake from Chicago over on gold. And so this is going to be the first match. We're getting ready to start here. Matt, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
So it's Pigeon Rats on blue versus Team B Rake or Team Rake, whatever. They're written down like 4 different ways. And anyway, they're the ones from Chicago down here, and they're queened by Dylan Conrad on gold. So it sounds like what we're going to do is we're going to do a Group A match, a Group B match, a Group C match, a Group D match, and then cycle through with the teams that haven't played. Here we go. We are officially starting.
The winter cluster. And so if everyone couldn't hear the stream very well, this is a best of 3, but if one team wins 2, it's over. Like I said, we have to get through groups pretty quickly. We have a lot of games to play here today.
Yeah, we're not playing that 3rd game if we don't have to. Okay, so
strong start for blue.
Yeah.
Have the warrior presence. Looks like still the 3 warriors for gold. Looks like it's a standard day map with snail pressure. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, we are getting the. This is the first match. We are. Yeah, it's just that at the bottom, and we've got the names at the bottom are not 100% correct. They're gonna get switched here in a second.
Pigeon Rats on blue and B Rake on
Gold. Yeah, so gold has lost a life as far as the queen. Snail is exactly where it started, right in the center of the stream. That's really it. No berries, nothing else going on.
Looks like a standard day map.
Yeah. Snail starts moving again. I don't know if anyone's noticed. But yeah, I played with, let's see, I played with a lot of the guys from Pigeon Rats last night.
Yeah.
And they're ready. Mustafa's their queen, and he was getting in a lot of games last night. He seems very excited about this tournament.
Mustafa is a very strong queen from New York. Dylan, very strong queen from Chicago.
Yeah, I hear his name a lot. When I watch the streams in the other cities and the past tournaments and stuff, you hear Dylan Conrad a lot. So we'll see if he lives up to the hype, if you will. Again, that snail, we'll call it a snail mate, but it hasn't moved. It's really right
those
back where it
warriors
was.
are doing a good job staying up. I mean, really, no one's really been able to maintain map control. I mean, blue now has all gates, so we'll see if maybe the one remaining speed nips for gold can stay alive. Yep. See, they're just hunting down now the gold.
Is that?
Drone.
It's not It's not. So they've filled out this sheet, but it's not right. So that has got to be. Well, I guess I don't know which one's Wyatt or Garson.
Wyatt is on Gold Nips.
Okay, so that's Wyatt.
And Austin is on Gold Stripes.
He's the one I didn't know. So I know On Time Kevin, who is. They have filled out their sheet funky, but he is checks.
Yeah.
So On Time Kevin's checks. Dylan is the queen.
And Garzon,
then Austin is stripes.
Scully.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean these two queens, extremely talented, can stay alive really well. So yeah, this is a great first game. Oh my! How did Dylan get out of that? No idea.
And he's the only queen to have lost a life. Snail has been moving pretty far for blue, so that's something they're going to have to pay attention to here. And they seem to be moving in. They've brought all their guys over there. They've got a presence there now.
You know, when you have map control, that's simply not good enough. You have to have something to bring the other team down, bait them down to the bottom of the map.
But very evenly matched. And this is Group A, so this is our group. Matt.
Oh, wow.
Matt's, if anyone's listening here, Matt and I are on the same team. That just happened to work out, but he's queen, and I'm the warrior. So
this is,
we got to pay extra special attention here because we're going to be playing these guys eventually.
Beautiful double kill by Dill.
That Snail is close, but they don't seem too worried about it. Gold, I mean, they're paying attention. They're chugging along and bringing it back. And Gold just lost a life, so they're on last life there for queen. Things just got a lot more desperate there.
Beautiful. You know, chat, we will always accept great puns. So if you can think of any.
Oh yeah, Snail Mary. Is that what you're specifically referring to?
Yes.
So Reptile Fiction, unless that's just a gigantic coincidence, he's responsible for the music. So we've got like a lot of background music and stuff that we're playing on the stream. Reptile Fiction. So it's one of those. If you see where the sponsor is right now, Land Grant, it'll show up there. It's one of the rotating sponsors that go through there. So very cool. It's a lot of like video game themed kind of 8-bitty music. It's very cool. Very cool stuff. We were playing it yesterday during the selection ceremony, and it'll probably be, you'll hear it all day.
So it's just cool. I just realized that Sean is playing on Pigeon Rats.
Yeah. Sean is from Columbus, so he is on Pigeon Rats team. He is blue. I think he's stripes.
Yeah, he's stripes.
Yeah, okay. So he's one of those that switches. Some people will switch checks and stripes depending on where they are.
It's really amazing.
I know the little guys.
The little guys in front of them. You will never not know who is who because I have a lot of time thinking like, okay, if I'm looking at the cab,
I know.
and to my
it's
right,
backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's really nice. Zach and I have been talking about that for a long time, but he's the one who actually wind up getting that implemented this time around. So we've got the little characters. If you happen to forget, the queen is not represented, but it's obvious the queen's in the middle. Right. But all the rest of the characters, in case you forget, they have their little avatars there in front of them. So that's a nice little touch. Yep, first game, and we are, I believe, Famine. I don't see a berry. Maybe the Snail Rider has a berry. They just buried the last berry in the hive, as far as I can tell. And so we are at Famine. We've got
one warrior for gold.
Wyatt is up for gold.
And this is one of those things, you know, we were hoping for some quick games.
Oh, and there was.
Oh, but there it is.
So Dylan's lost his last life there during that Famine. And they had a warrior still up, so that's unfortunate they weren't able to take advantage of that.
Here we have the winner cam.
Nice. I forgot that we were doing that. We've got a lot of tricks. Zach is next to me as a producer. You probably won't even hear from him because he's pushing all the buttons and
doing all the things,
throwing the levers. Yeah, but winner cam, so we get to see their little bit of celebration there as they win. And again, we've got a lot of these guys are New York, and then Sean has been joining them. Sean, as we were mentioning earlier, is blue stripes, so he's from Columbus. And I don't know if we even did that stuff when Blake first started off the broadcast with the announcement, but we are in Columbus, Ohio at Close Quarters, which is a social gaming club. Blake was the guy doing the announcements, and he's responsible for this whole thing, this boondoggle, if you will. But, yeah, it's like a tournament room, social gaming club, e-sports training facility, and today is all Killer Queen.
That it is. We also hold fighting game tournaments here every once in a while.
That's right.
I'd say that's the other major utilizer of the space. But you know, I would say that the benefit of being a member here is that, you know, we have fobs. We can come in here and use the facility at any time, and it's a great social hangout space.
Yeah, like if anyone is in Columbus, it's just a monthly membership, and then we have 24/7 access, really.
Yep.
And we can come in and play. Obviously, Killer Queen's the kind of thing where you need, you know, whatever, at least 6 or
But
so people,
you
about 10
could.
people. But we've got a lot of other stuff going on in the
You
building.
could just do a training route, flying, learn to fly.
That's right. Warrior practice, as we call it sometimes, is just everybody's get up, and we don't really use the queens.
Beautiful dodge there by Dylan.
Yeah, right in the middle of the map. That was a nice escape. He walked under the middle gate.
Warrior gate, yeah. Running into the queen. Yeah, here at Close Quarters, we have a thing called, well, Franklinton throws on Franklinton Fridays, and we actually have a different gallery space, usually purveyed by various members, different themes for different weeks. It's a good time. You know, people usually come out on a Friday and play Killer Queen, see the art.
Yeah, that's the second Friday of every month here in Columbus. And so the whole neighborhood just kind of opens their doors. They do tours and stuff like that. Land grant, 400 West Rich, Vanderelli Room, which is a art gallery. We have our gallery space plus Killer Queen, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a cool thing to do. It's the second Friday of every month. And that was yesterday too. So that just happened to be our pre-tournament show, and everybody came out and got some practice. So Queen lives are even.
But Gold has that berry lead.
Yeah.
Unchecked right now.
And they've just
no
been kinda,
warriors for blue.
This is a tricky strategy, but they've been just kind of like one at a time, slowly
Trickling
putting in the
it in.
berries. Nothing major, no emergencies, and so far they've gotten away, and no one has really paid attention. No real
Yeah.
ledge guards.
It's amazing that you know, there's still only one warrior up for blue. Now the queen is joining the defense.
And they've got
Has to
gates.
go for
They've got
gates.
speed gates, and they just lost their gates. The warrior gates.
Oh, beautiful kill
Excellent.
by Kevin on time right
Yeah,
there.
Excellent teamwork. So they've got a guy with a drone with a berry on his back being the ledge guard. That's dangerous because if he gets killed, that berry's in the hive. And that's Sean. No, it's not Sean. That
There it is. Game over.
As Austin. Oh, wait.
Nope.
I keep saying it. It is Austin. All right, last berry in, so Gold.
Now we're going to game 3.
Yep, forcing the game 3.
Inverse the.
That was
there you go.
That was a loser cam this time. Not that those guys are losers, but they lost that match. So Gold won, Blue won the first one, and the way it works now is Blue gets to pick the map. I believe.
Actually, I think it has
Or
to
do
go
we
to the
have
last.
Do we force Dusk? Well, we'll know in a second here.
Yeah.
I probably should have read the
do.
rules, Matt.
You know, being an announcer and being a player does not require you to read rules. Let me just point that out.
Yeah. So okay, so we go to Dusk. It seems like whether they picked it or not, we are on
I
Dusk
think
now.
you probably have to. You have to go through all
It
three.
makes sense
all
that you
three
would do the
maps.
third one. So I know the loser of day picks.
Yeah.
And so if you pick night, then third one is Dusk by default. Blue's moving that snail. We're doing a lot of bumping. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the wrap at the very top of the screen.
Yeah, Blue is going hard on Speed Snail immediately. It looks like they used their speed, their first speed, to run that snail, but he is murdered or killed.
Yeah, pretty even. We got 2 warriors each.
Yep, but Blue
Queens
Snail's
haven't done
still
anything.
trucking along.
Blue snail's moving. Blue had all the gates there for a second, and Gold is trying to earn them back. Dylan Conrad on Gold.
I would say that when the snail is under that little like nipple ledge, it's the most frustrating because so much weird things can happen.
And I've noticed this especially when with the newer generation of builds where scraping is easier. You will wind up having a warrior from like each team, and like the opposing team is just kind of waiting on the other side,
Right.
and they're just hovering and waiting for
to make a
someone
move.
to drop,
Right.
and make that move to the other side.
That's why I like to. I can't say that it works every time, but playing the relatively safe game there, or unsafe game of going low and going for some sort of either Mantis or bait dive or something like that, and doing a quick little stick.
Yeah, Blue Queen has lost 1 life. And as I said that, they ganged up on him, and he's now on last life. So that's Mustafa, and he's last life, and Dylan Conrad has all his lives. So really a big comeback for Gold Team because they lost that first match. It was a famine, so it was pretty evenly matched.
But he was Dylan was down to his last life on that, so hard to come back from a famine when the other queen has 3 lives and you have none.
It's a lot of ground.
Even with a warrior, but they had snail pressure, so.
So at the moment, Mustafa's playing it pretty safe. He's up there at the top of the map, and he's content to just bounce for the moment there. Someone's going to have to do something to shake him off the top of the ceiling.
Looks like he's letting his warriors do the work. You know, he has to. He doesn't have the gates right now.
Yeah, and he's got some clever little drones down there at the bottom running the snail. That one is very hard to kill. And he just like that. Wow, some great moves by Mustafa there.
Yeah, getting out of
He's
imminent
still
danger.
in trouble. He is still in trouble, though. Those warriors, 2 speed warriors up at the top of the map are really hunting. They have 3 speed warriors and the queen. So
there it is.
just a matter of time, And that was Wyatt that winds up getting the kill there for gold nipples or abs, or what was the other one they called them? Skinny ribs. You got a lot of names going around.
I've never heard
with
that.
With all the different scenes in the house.
All right, so let's see who's up next.
I've got it up on my apparoonie here. Dre's mom, and I love that this app was designed by Ryan Vile. He's a member here in Columbus, and it instantly updated. So we've got Dre's mom. It plays now versus Shadow Scene. It's a Cincinnati team. So the team that won that last one was Team B Rake. That's going to be updated in our challenge. I'm sure we've got those links there somewhere, or you can check out our Facebook page. We've got all that stuff there. So this, like I said, is Shadow Scene versus Dre's mom. Dre's mom is Blake's team.
Yep.
And they are playing in honor of Dre's mom. It's kind of a joke, but
I feel like it also could be an ode to Dre's Nationals team, which was Dre's wife.
Was it? I don't
My
remember.
My wife. Dre had a picture of his wife, which was definitely not a stock photo. Most certainly was not a stock photo.
Are you saying that he's not married?
I'm saying that.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
This is
I was like, when you said that.
All right, quick announcement. We've got food on the Facebook page. If you're interested in ordering food, we posted a whole bunch of addresses, links, and phone numbers for any of the pizza, carry out, whatever's around here.
So here we go. We got
it's now on the
Blake's
Cluster
team.
event
I thought for
page.
sure
Check
Blake
that
filled
out.
one of these out, but I can't find it at the
Apparently
moment in
not.
my notes.
Well, I can tell you everyone
And
who
right
is
now
on the
it's
team. So
Dre's mom
at
versus
Queen we
Shadow
have Blake.
Scene.
At next to him we have Cesar and Helen, and then on the outside is Hugo and
Katie?
And then on gold side we have Cincinnati, Shadow Scene. We got Nick Monger at Queen. These are things I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong with these placements, but Joe is on stripes.
Joe came in at the last minute and just updated my notes, so I hope that's right, because if not, I blame him specifically.
And then an unintelligible name here.
Spencer? Is it Spencer? Bobby?
Bobby. Okay. Yeah, those are interesting looking letters. Jordan on skulls and Spencer on checks.
So Nick Monger is Cincinnati Nick, known as Cincinnati Nick here in Columbus, and I don't know what they call him in Cincinnati, but commentator's curse takes him down 3 lives early.
They have many strong warriors on Blake's team, a bunch of killers, and showed their might there.
Yeah. Blake has specifically taken this very seriously. He's been practicing hard, and he assembled this team with the intent to be pretty strong militarily.
Here, Blake's going to show his Dre's mom.
There it is. So that's Dre's mom, the team that they're, the team name is named after. So they won that pretty handily. They got 3 queen kills right off the bat, and didn't really lose any lives. No, Blake didn't at least.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Cincy could take a game on these guys.
Well, yeah. First of all, I like their coordination. They've all got the
Yeah.
same shirt on. They've got the Cincinnati shirt. If you can see it, if you
Matching
happen to,
lanyards too.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you happen to glimpse the back of the shirt, it's pretty cool. It's got the state of Ohio as a berry hive It's very cool. Their scene is pretty new. Nick's been here around here. He was just telling me yesterday he started playing in 2015. But he's mostly a Columbus guy until they got their own cab.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, he used to show up every Wednesday.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually super impressive. It took me a long time to realize he didn't live here. He lives in Cincinnati.
He also is one of the most traveled players.
Yes.
He goes to so many tournaments.
I've been saying the most traveled. I can't unless someone corrects me. I don't think anyone travels to more tournaments than him.
I don't know how they could. I honestly don't know how it's economically or even possible.
Yeah, it's crazy. So Nick just lost a life as Queen, as we were talking about him.
Blue has a Snail a truckin'.
Yeah, that Snail is close. They're going to have to make a move. Someone's got to be a hero. Oh, and they tried it and got killed for doing it. Desperate times down there at the blue bottom corner of the map. They regain temporary control, I bet, of the Snail. Yeah, then Blue takes it back. Blue's just throwing drones at the thing now at the moment. They've got one up.
They got a Speed Warrior. Gold got a Speed Warrior up.
Yeah, Gold did a good job. This is something that I noticed.
They're still running berries. They actually have 4 lower berries left.
Yeah, so that's
if they're not careful here,
that's a great
they may
move.
not have enough time to run that Snail back. They let that, Blake went into the defense and didn't let his warriors take care of it and ended up losing up gates. And now that Gold has a few warriors up it.
Yeah, it took a lot of patience for Gold to be able to do that because desperate times down there for the Snail, and they pulled a great. It's a veteran move to try to pull attention away and force them to go and split basically what they're doing. They just lost their last warrior though, did Gold, and so I think that's probably it unless Nick makes a desperate attempt here. He couldn't get there in time.
Very close, very close.
So that's it.
That's it.
2 wins for Dre's mom. There
Dre's mom?
she is on the stream there, Dre's mom. So Dre's mom wins that one. Up next.
I gotta
bring this up.
He's transitioning the screen.
Checks please and Buzzthrill.
Let's find these sheets.
Yeah. So I remember checks please. I believe is Alex Hogan's team.
Which I'm pretty sure that comes from, at least, unless it has a deeper meaning. I know it as a joke from Adventure Time.
Oh, I thought it was from When Harry Met Sally.
It very well could be. Maybe Adventure Time stole it, but yeah. I know it from Adventure Time.
I thought it was like the end of that scene.
Checks please versus Buzzthrill.
There we go. So I've got them. Buzzthrill is on Gold, and Checks Please is blue. So that looks like it's Alex Hogan and Nick, Andy, Jacob, and Asante from Cincinnati.
Then Buzzthrill is looks like a full Chicago team. Bert, Brian, Christina, JCC, and Nick.
Yeah, exciting. We were alluding to this earlier, but we've got players from all over the country. A lot of different scenes represented. I think it was 9 scenes represented. But we got a lot of people traveling for this tournament, and the weather is terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah, there was.
It was
depending on where you are,
yesterday.
but a lot. Yeah, just last night, just while everyone's traveling, there was a ton of snow just got dumped on us, and a lot of wind creating drifts and stuff. So, scary situation. And thanks for everyone for braving that weather because it was dangerous, and everyone made it here safe, as far as I know. People had a lot of harrowing experiences getting here, but everybody's here. So blue loses a life. That's Alex Hogan, Queen. And he's a Columbus guy. He just lost life. He's actually an old school guy. I remember watching an old video from 2015 or something where he was traveling and he was in the video, and I couldn't believe it. So he's been playing a long time. And they're running berries. Blue has got 4 berries in so far. There's a ledge guard for Gold. And they've got a lot of warriors up. They've got 3 out of the 4 warriors. And they're also running Snail. Last life for Blue Queen. That's Hogan loses his life there. He's lost all his warrior support. Oh, and he almost made a terrible error there. There he did. They caught him on the wrap. Caught up to him with the speed warriors.
I would say that Buzzthrill, they've been playing together for a good while, pretty sure. And they have a lot of really good players.
Chicago is a strong scene. I know that every time those people show up, they are impressive. They've got a lot of good people to play against and sharpen their skills.
Absolutely.
So is that Brian? Do you know these guys? Is that Brian that got that last kill? He was Skulls for Gold. Yeah, he seems pretty happy about the play there in that last match. So it looks like blue has chosen Dusk. Typically, I know you were just saying this the other day, Matt. This is a wide open map?
Yep.
It's a place for the warriors, especially speed warriors, get to play.
That's it reminds me so much of bonus map because there's so much open space in the center that really the queen is usually just trapped to this like purgatory of screen wraps.
Yes. Trying
desperately to maintain those two side gates. The middle gate also is one of those. It's easier for your warriors to protect. So
yes,
if you have warrior presence on this map, I feel like it's hard to come back from.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think that especially when it comes to the queen and tagging gates and getting in and out and staying safe, it takes patience, and that's what I've noticed a lot of times when I'll play queen. What gets me killed is I get impatient, and I think, it's taking me a long time to get my warriors up. They just got killed or whatever, and they need a gate, and I make a desperate move, and I don't think I necessarily needed to. And on this map, you just have to kind of stay to the outsides if you're by yourself, and take their time to get your guys back up.
You see blue here, though. I mean, making an impressive berry push.
Yeah, a lot of berries. I like the strategy, too. Hogan's been doing this. It's a little frustrating to play against him, but he's staying at the top. He just got a kill there.
You're not going to bait him.
Yeah, he just got he's just hovering around the top. They have Snail, and that's really the thing that he becomes vulnerable to, is he's nowhere near Snail, and they can really punish him and force him to come down, which is exactly what's happened here.
Yep.
They've got 3 berries left, and hopefully the drones can get it done before while he can protect that Snail down at the bottom.
Oh, he missed.
So they've got 2.
That was massive. He missed the last top berry.
I saw that. 2 berries left, and one of them is the top. That Snail is moving along. Ooh, blue is in a tough situation there, got killed. He's going to have to get back. He does not have a lot of time. They're in feeding mode, blue is, but that's taking away their berry runners. They get a warrior up in the center. And he blue skulls. He comes over there to try to make some progress. This is Santi.
I think this is it right here.
Yeah, he made a desperate attempt. He had to. Got killed. We got like 1 more second here for Snail. There you go.
So to address your comments there in the chat, when I was initially looking at the teams for this tournament, I was like, okay, who would I place in the top 4? I was honestly looking. And I was like, there's 8 teams here that can make top 4. I was just thoroughly impressed with the amount of skill here today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a funny thing because I feel like yesterday during the selection ceremony, we were playing it safe and being a little bit PC, if you will. Oh, everybody's good. Everybody's got a chance. I think that especially as these 2 teams take the stage right now, Team Rake versus left-handed Buttons, which is primarily a Columbus team, but we have Josh from Austin, Texas. And the other team, Team Rake, is New York. They've got a hype video. They've got a website. They've got a Facebook page. They're making a go as a real team, and I think they're the one that everybody is scared of the most. They're traveled most. Well, I guess not most of them. 2 of their players won our last tournament that we had, which was the christening back in September, which is Andrew Wilkinson, as I like to say, but that was just me getting his name wrong last time. But now it's sort of become a bit of a meme. And then Panda is the other one, and they're good. They're fantastic. They're tough to play against. I actually, this is funny, but they showed up a day early last time, and in that day before, I learned a ton. From him just showing me things. He showed me how the columns work. So this is something we don't like practice a lot, and people mention it, but he was talking about using the columns to your advantage. So you basically zone people out by, especially on day map, you've got a big columns, vertical columns on the map there, and so look for him to do that. Last time he was here, he was just doing strategy, so he was just riding the Snail, but he is blue skulls. He's always dangerous.
We're up next. Well, then we need to have some commentators.
Yeah. If anyone's listening and you're in the building and you want to come commentate, we're going to have to. This is funny. I'll put all our eggs in one basket, but the 3 of us running this stream right now are up next. So
on the same team.
Yeah.
Our initial team idea was we'll 3D print our own trophy.
Yeah. So you 3D. I know you're always doing props and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, do you have your own 3D printer?
I do, in my basement.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty simple to do. It's more so time consuming. Each medal was about 4.5 hours per medal.
Yeah, that takes a lot of planning to get it all done.
And then it was just a lot of cleanup and spray painting after that. Luckily, I just bought a house, and so I have a beautiful basement to do all this work in. I will say, though, that I was spray painting in my basement. I was wearing a gas mask, but still not recommended.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not recommended.
Especially, I don't know what it is, but like they're silver and gold.
Yeah, they're
and
silver
I
and
feel
gold.
like something about them was those metallic
They
paints,
smell different.
They seem
I'll
worse.
tell you that.
Yeah. So you're saying you're still a little bit loopy from it all.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I was wearing a gas mask, so I'd like to think that was protecting me in some capacity.
I hear you. Well, they look gorgeous.
Thank you.
They are
I
very
appreciate
cool. Hopefully we can get. I think there's a photo of it on like maybe the event page or something like that, and they're obviously in the house anyone's being.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to get those on stream.
We'll
at least
bring
at
them on
some point.
stream here.
I
at some
know
point.
when someone wins them, we'll see.
Right.
We'll have the camera show them.
So here we see actually left-handed buttons up on Team Break in terms of queen lives, but that snail is going right now. There's 2 warriors against 3. Blue with the advantage. Looks like Carlos here is playing pretty safe, but Josh goes down.
Yeah, so Carlos is Columbus. He's on left-handed buttons in gold. He is good at all video games. He's a pinball master.
Pinball wizard.
Yeah, pinball wizard. That's right. That's what they call them. And he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. That's something I noticed playing against him in Killer Queen. Is he's just very consistent. He knows what to do.
He makes like that challenge right there. He knows the timing.
He knew it was going to happen. Obviously, he's lost a life here. He's not unbeatable, but he just doesn't make a lot of dumb mistakes.
I said that he does play wily. They can get him in a lot of trouble sometimes.
Look at that check. The flying up there, sticking for a moment just to make
Getting
the check
out.
in the middle of the
There
net.
it is.
He's going to have to make a move. I don't know if he notices it or something, but things are desperate. Yeah. Blue looked like they were losing because they were down to their last queen life.
But they had that objective.
Yeah, they were worried because they had Snail going.
So actually, let's try to get Blake or someone's attention because this is probably one game away.
Yeah. So the last game, you could step up if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll go grab them.
And
it was a pleasure commentating, guys. I'm sure you'll see me again later.
You'll see us on the cab here in a minute.
The cab here.
So see you in a minute, Matt. All right, so sort of as predicted, even though I do think Left Hand Buttons is a good team, and I played with Josh this week. He got here early, got here Wednesday, and he's a very good player. He's the one in the crew jersey, which is a bit of a backhanded humble brag joke, if you will. Blake is a big crew fan. That's Columbus crew. And the rumor is, I'm not sure how confirmed this is, but I heard they were moving to Austin. So he's from Austin, so now he's wearing a crew jersey. That's kind of a bit of a joke, but without me explaining it, most people probably wouldn't know that. It's soccer. So one life lost for Gold Queen. That is Carlos. Team Break doing a great job riding the snail on Knight, getting it past that little bridge. Hardest part for sure. They've got warriors. They just took care of one of the warriors on gold. They've got 3 up and a rider. They just took another queen life off of gold. So snail's moving. Gold is on their last life. They're going to have to make a desperate attempt here and try to turn the tide. But things are headed in Blue's direction for sure. Team Break. How you doing? This is 2 Dylans.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know we were doing dilly dilly in here.
Yeah.
Do you hate that as much as I hate that?
I don't watch a lot of TV, and I heard it's a Budweiser commercial.
Oh.
And I heard someone say it the other day, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, it's awful. It never ends.
It does sound awful. Luckily, I've avoided it so far. No one has said that to me, or no one said it to my face.
Yeah, well, it will happen. I almost wore my dilly dilly shirt today, and I should have.
Nice.
But yeah, we're out here on Night Map. I missed the first one, but Silos.
So Team Break won the first one.
Okay.
They were
the
down
snail in at the end. I kind of saw the
right,
end of it.
Right. And it almost looked like they had a repeat here. They're riding snail hard.
Yeah, they're very good at boxing out the snail spots.
Yep.
And just inching it along and going to that next spot. And if you don't have someone that can like lip in and pinch those spots,
yep,
it becomes very hard to stop that snail unless your queen wants to like get in there and do everything.
And that doesn't seem to be Carlos's strategy, at least in the tournament.
Yeah.
He seemed to be playing a little bit more conservative and trying not to lose. Obviously, he's on last life there.
And there it is.
Couldn't make any desperate attempts. Okay, I have to go play.
Okay. Well, awesome. Good luck. I'll be rooting for my fellow Dylan out there.
Thank you.
You're going that way or this way? All right, I'm going to scoot over then. I don't know if someone else is jumping in here. But right now, this is beautiful. Look at this. CQ behind me. I feel like I'm in the NBA. Where's my Gatorade? We had a good game out there. You know, we did everything we could to pull out that win. That's my NBA voice. All right. So we're getting someone else in here. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Dylan. We haven't met. I don't believe.
Alan.
Nice to meet you.
I've heard terrible things about you.
Yeah, same.
Something about number 1 or number 2 queen, maybe last place queen.
Yeah, last.
Like the worst. Just you're a terrible person.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
You know,
trash.
You don't know anything about me, so I'm just gonna
complete trash.
Yeah.
No, I've heard things.
No, you haven't.
I've heard you're very nice.
No, that's accurate.
And you would never trash another person.
Who do we got coming up?
Oh, yep. So let's move these. So How I Met Your Hover versus Jaynesaw and her bearded berry boys.
All right.
I believe we can find these. Sorry, I kind of just sat down, and so I don't know.
How I Met Your Hover.
Oh, yeah. Which is great.
Here we go. Let's get that one over there.
Okay, we're over here.
Something.
So St. Louis in the house. DJ Ryan, James, Emily, and Kiefer.
Jaynesaw.
This is my group, so I'm going to be watching this extra intently.
All right, here we go. Jaynesaw and the
Coming
Bearded
in
Boys.
hot.
We've got Jane, Zach, Matthew on Queen, Dylan, Paul, and Ben.
Yeah, this is going to be tight. Matt on Queen. Matt's very good.
With the middle open, gold with the middle open.
And gets
Blue
that.
Warrior and up. Oh, gold with that first
punished
Queen
DJ.
kill.
Dang. That was a nice punish right there.
Matthew on Queen with that first Queen kill. Looks like we're going for a warrior battle, a little bit of snail action. Can't say that too loud. You know, I was told
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to give it away.
Some players have super hearing, and so you might even want to use a code word.
Dylan Paul on speed with a kill there.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to pinch. They're going to, oh, nice out. If Abs can get out of this tunnel. Oh, Abs gets out and gets a kill. That's like the best of both worlds right there.
Gold is just punishing Matthew with another kill. Poor DS over there.
Oh.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was it. Way to go, St. Louis.
All right.
Coming out
Dylan,
with that fire.
Right, Dylan?
Yes.
What do we need for this next match? What do we need for this next match out of blue here?
Matt maybe looked a little nervous. He died very early, and it's hard to overcome that. So I would try not to die. It's always a pretty solid strategy.
From the top tier queen himself, don't die.
Yeah,
so.
don't die. Or if you do die, let on-time Kevin carry you. But I don't see OTK out there, so this could be tough. Yeah, DJ Jesus, that's a good nickname. He was on fire. That was crazy. He punished very early. St. Louis, yeah, what? This is our group, and they looked very strong there. And so
CJ Freddy with Don't Die, Reptile Flex. You know, you guys, everyone seems to agree with you, Dylan. We just can't be dying out here.
Who? Yeah. I mean, it is a good strategy. When in doubt. Interesting open from Matt. He went to that middle, tagged it. He's going to try to get everyone up middle, it looks like, on the blue side.
Gold's going to get a warrior in the bottom right. It looks like we've got Dylan Paul now.
And that was a great kill from Kiefer. Ledge guarding. The ledge guard kill. Nothing's like more dope than a ledge guard kill. Queen comes in trying to get you. You do a little shimmy. Next thing you know, Queen's done.
Gold showing dominance again with three warriors. 3 warriors and another queen kill. Who got that? Did you see that?
That was Abs. So that was James right there.
James again.
Yeah.
Wow. What a quick one.
DJ Jesus did it again. So, wow. 2-0. That was like so quick.
So Gold definitely did Don't Die. Blue not so much. So your strategy checks out.
They executed the Don't Die perfectly. I don't know if any of them died. I might have talked too loud. Maybe they heard me.
See, you're not supposed to talk loud. All right, I think I'm getting the boot.
Okay.
Someone's getting the boot.
Maybe. Could be both of us. We could get Dilly Dilly up in here again. Or this is perfect. I'm fine doing this right now. That was insane. So fast. Look at this place. This place, I'm going to just say it, is so cool. On stream, it looks pretty all right. I've seen the stream. I've seen like a couple pictures. But like when you get here, it is magical. It is like a KQ Wonderland. There's like KQ art right when you walk in to the left. If you check my Facebook, you can see that. And then like there's like T-shirts hanging up in the back that you can buy and support this wonderful thing that Blake has created. And then like there's so many rooms, and the rooms are huge. They have a death ball machine. which is beautiful.
I just heard about that. I was a member back in the day. I know you young kids.
Oh yeah.
You young kids. So I was a member here for a while, and this place I can't believe the transformation.
It's honestly insane, and like the feng shui off the charts. Incredible feng shui. I don't know if Blake studied feng shui, but
he's got people.
The couches are in the right spot. I'm getting some wonderful vibes from the couches.
Coming up, we have Team Broken, and you didn't say the magic words. Team Broken.
That's good. Yeah, so this is a 5-scene team, which in the past, get out of here with that feng shui, Amanda. In the past, 5-scene teams have killed it. The last in New York, Coronation 5-scene team killed it. For some reason, when you bring 5 cities together from across the continental United States of America, it creates magic.
They're not going to die. They're not going to die.
Magic. They hopefully won't die. Rob's rubbing those hands.
So
where's little Rob at? Last time Rob was here, there was a young child that was on his team.
Like a
miniature
child labor law situation?
I don't think he was working. I think he was having fun and playing.
If you're on the cabinet, you're doing work.
I guess he was putting in work.
Yeah, so that's
sounds
legal.
Maybe he got arrested. Maybe someone was
Probably.
arrested.
That's why he's not here today. You didn't say the magic.
Okay, so we'll intro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got Rob on Queen. We have Courtney on Abs. We have Mavie, I believe. I have not met her.
Let's go with Maverick.
And then Raven on Stripes and Victoria on Checks. So yeah, that's the 5-scene team. And then I don't know if this was introduced, but you didn't say the magic word. We got Nick Queening, Josh, Chris, DJ, and Ryan.
All right.
So a lot of Chicago people in here. Rob's from Chicago. Nick, Josh, and DJ are from Chicago. I don't know what DJ's wearing on his head. Oh, it's his lanyard. DJ looking cool as always.
He's rocking that lanyard.
Yeah, I've never seen a lanyard rocked that hard. Look at him. So we'll see. Maybe he'll get some kind of magical.
I know that
powers. Guy. You do.
I've talked to him.
He's
outside.
Very awesome. So
we're gonna queen battle for an open
a
year
lot of
with
50-50s.
no
I
gate
respect
trap.
it.
Wow.
I respect it.
Middle take in the middle.
Nick Davis with the kill on Rob. Nick's been shown out to Google. Apparently, Google in Chicago has like a 4 to 6 p.m. KQ party, and so Nick's been showing up with Google Justin and queening a lot apparently over there and having a good time.
It looks like we're going to split the dominance on this one. We've got 2 warriors on each with Abs, with Josh on the gold team with Speed. And it looks like we're going to run a little snail. We've got someone coming up on the right, that's Checkers. It looks like Ryan on the gold team. This looks pretty evenly matched so far.
Yeah, after the first death, Rob slowed down a little bit. He's got warriors. Great kill from Courtney right there.
And evened it right up. That whole don't dying thing is not working for either team right now.
People are dying.
People are dying.
Oh, good work on the middle on gold side. They pinched that warrior down there. Now their snail is chugging.
Gold still showing dominance with 3 warriors. Blue is struggling a little bit. They just lost another warrior. We've got Abs on Speed on the blue side.
I like what I see. It's a classic day map right now. It's going to take good. Oh, that lip in. Are you kidding me? Yo, Rob smashed me on a lip in one tournament. I think the last tournament in Chicago, the first game we played, he smashed me on that J. His J's, it's strong. He's got Rob strength.
Even with Gold's dominance, it's looking pretty even. I mean, Blue's out there doing some work. Even down a warrior, it looks like they've evened it up to 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure out what to do with. Is
Rob
he going to run
fire.
a berry? Okay, I was concerned for a second.
Why not switch it up?
If it doesn't work.
If it doesn't work, you got to try something. I liked back there Josh on Gold Skulls. Oh!
Blue.
Had a good move, but Rob was there creeping.
Even down. They were down 2 warriors at one point come back to kill it. That's awesome.
Rob employed the wonderful strat, don't die.
Don't die. Don't die.
That was
works every time.
They flipped that. That was a really good match. So game 2. Oh, okay. So we're switching it up. It looks like Nick wants the dusk map because he knows it hurts Rob's eyes. So in Chicago, this is if you're from Chicago, you just know dusk map hurts Rob's eyes, and so Nick has gone to dusk map, which is next level strategy on Nick's part.
That's smart.
It's
that
really,
is really smart.
It's knowing. That's how deep this game goes. Sometimes it's knowing your opponent. It's knowing the orange, something in Rob's retina.
Yeah.
It counteracts that orange wrong. It glares. Look at him. He's in pain, obviously.
I thought he was going to take a
Look at that
timeout.
face. He's like, oh no, the orange is getting me. No, not the
He
orange.
is wide-eyed right now. Look
Yeah,
at that. He doesn't know what's going on.
I'm not picking on Rob, Cody. I just know that Duskmap hurts his eyes. And so we'll see. It's a bold strategy from Nick Davis, but we'll see how it pays off. Blue has started the snail very nicely.
Blue's also
And
three
they
warrior
tagged the-
deep right now.
Ooh. Was not punished there. Nick got a little lucky, got the kill. I like it. Coming up, attacking Rob. Rob's putting on the pressure. He could get pinned. She gets out, though. Nice work. And, yeah, so the snail has been momentarily stalled.
Again, it looks evenly matched. These games start very even with both teams getting warriors, both teams doing work on the snail. Obviously, no one cares about berries, but it's incredible to see the evolution of these games.
You know, I'm a little shocked, honestly, that there aren't a couple berries on this Dusk map, but I respect it. You know, snail's fun. A lot of I'm looking at the snail right now. Good kill there from Gold Stripes.
Gold Stripes.
Yep.
DJ.
So that was very nice.
Blue's picking up another warrior. That's going to make it 2 and 3 right now, it looks like. So Gold back with the warrior dominance.
Ooh, and really good kill there on Blue Skulls. That was very nice snail work right there.
We've got Maverick on Blue Skulls because we can't read her name.
I think it's Marie. That makes
Marie?
sense. Marie's a real
Marie,
name.
there
I
it
don't
is.
think Maverick is a real name.
I'm just let it.
But now I can see it.
Let
It's
it
Rob's
happen.
handwriting.
Let
I blame Rob. He has very bad handwriting. Our Spades games sometimes get impossible to see the score. Good out there from Rob. He's running. And Josh, the queen killer, Eklo, is hunting, as he is wont to do.
Blue pick up a third warrior on the left there, and now it looks like we're 3 and 3 match. So this is going to be a snail battle.
Ooh, really good work from Gold Stripes once again around that snail.
Yeah.
That was a nice little up and under. Dipsy Doodah
Wow,
Day.
look at that.
Dipsy Doodah Day.
DJ.
Dipsy Doodah DJ.
DJ. Dip. I can't say it. I'm
Yeah,
going to leave
I mean,
the fancy footwork to you.
Dipsy Doodah DJ. That was wonderful work on the snail. I love it. I love a nice snail.
Blue abs
thingy.
trying to get speedy. We got to keep our voice down. Hey, look at that. He's hands on hips waiting for that gate. We'll see what happens.
That bump though, DJ. I see you working, boy.
Oh, Blue. Rob with another sweep. Wow. Really putting some work into this.
Yeah.
Still
and
evenly matched.
No, but the snail is chugging. The snail is chugging.
That's
if
a
you have a
speed
drink in
snail.
your hand, you're drinking right now because that snail's chugging. They got speed on it, and
we're not supposed to say it loud.
Oh, I don't. Am I loud?
I
get
know.
excited.
What
I'm
if they
easily
hear it?
excitable.
They're going to hear it.
Oh, my God, Courtney.
Oh,
with
and
a smackdown.
Nick takes his first death on
Rob
the match.
got his warriors up.
10 minutes into the match, we have our first queen kill.
Yeah, that's both really good work from both sides. Their warriors are killing it,
See,
and Josh gets a nice kill.
This is brilliant. Gold is going to draw them to that snail.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is sit and wait and make those kills. They've got to keep one guy
Look
small.
at these goals. They kissed, basically. They kissed and then said, have a good night. I might text you. I might ghost on you.
Before they nerfed the queen foot, we used to say, put your foot in his mouth. You know?
Oh, yeah.
But I hear that got nerfed.
Yeah.
No more.
Apparently, we've only had the new build for like a day, so I don't know how much it got nerfed. I haven't really had a chance to figure it out. Nice. DJ is a bump monster down there by that snail. They need to free him, though, because he's got speed. Free him. Oh, and he
Nick
doesn't
with
get
a nice
freed.
warrior kill.
Hashtag free DJ.
And
DJ.
even it up. Here we go.
Oh, it's Ryan. We've been saying DJ, but it's been Ryan who's been killing it.
Oh,
'cause
do
DJ
they switch? I see
So
what's
I
going on
apologize
here.
for Dipsy Doodah DJ. That was a
It was
wonderful
Dipsy
thing.
Doodah Ryan.
Yeah, so I apologize for that. Things are switched up here on the sheets. It's
Hard
not our
time
fault.
reading.
I should know who DJ is, though. It's like, oh, there's two DJs.
Gold
That's weird.
back to that snail game, and they are warriored up. They've got an extra warrior. We'll see how this pans out because Blue has to keep someone small.
Raven getting a nice speed warrior
Wow.
kill there. Ooh, Raven needs to get in there maybe and help Rob out near that snail. There it is, Raven on fire. She's going to weasel in there. Oh, pinches Josh right in there for a nice kill. Josh's tap is unparalleled. He can mash that button harder than anybody in the game.
We've got Blue getting some speed, picking up the speed. They're going to try to get on that
Oh, this
snail.
is crazy. Oh, my. Are you
goodness.
Raven? I see you working, girl. That was awesome work from Raven. I have not had a chance to watch her warrior, but she's keeping their team in it right now. And she's going to try to work on the other side. This queen, Raven on fire in Fuego.
Blue pulls out of that snail deficit, it looks like barely, and now Gold's going to have to struggle to get a warrior up. They've got one up, but they're going to need to get another warrior to get back in this and get that guy off the snail.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do when you're down? You're down one queen. You've got the snail almost to the goal.
You hope that Raven stops being on fire. You see
you
blue
don't
stripes.
die.
You see blue stripes putting in work, and you pray that they don't come for you.
You
'cause Blue
don't
Stripes
die.
is on a hot streak right now that's unparalleled. Look at that. I think she's got like 7 kills in a row right now, and the snail's chugging back.
All the way back.
We're
almost
doing
back
a
to
we're
mid.
doing a.
Wow.
I feel like we're at a pub crawl right now, and that snail's just chugging from bar to bar.
See, the problem is with morale right now. Gold is feeling the pressure. They have the snail all the way to the goal. Blue has
Yeah.
them up a kill. They're
It's,
coming back.
It's got to be. Oh, nice work there from Gold Team to do that.
Nick did a little work on that warrior.
Yeah, Chris and Nick, nice pinch work. See, and now they're bringing it back. Are we gonna famine this? We're pretty close on berries. It looks like there's
Where
only
are we
middle.
at? Yeah, middle.
And this one down low. Yeah, so. And now Gold has the Warriors again.
This might be the first famine of the tournament if we do stay long enough to see this. Again, Gold back with more warriors than Blue, but that has not been helping them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be demoralizing to see that snail come all the way back, but they have not like changed their game plan. They're not hunting the queen all of a sudden. They're just gonna work that snail back to where it was before.
Never give up.
Once again, snail's chugging. Snail doesn't know where to go. Snail's just chugging. Snail's drunk.
That doesn't
It's going
look like
left.
speed
it's
either.
going right. It's just
the snail's drunk.
I feel exhausted watching this snail. It's gotten more exercise in than I've gotten the last 3 years of my life. Friggin' A, man. It's running a 5K out there.
That snail's not taking any steps.
Donate to the snail's 5K. Because it's got to be close. It's trying to get in.
And another battle down there, and they're going to slow it down. He's going to come in, try to get that warrior kill, and they're going to cluster down there. That's why we call it winter cluster.
Oh, duh. That's great.
There we go. Gold abs.
Yeah.
Josh picking up a kill, and that blue queen. You can't stay there. Well, he's got gates open. That's what's crazy is Gold Queen is not shutting down the gate game.
Oh, and this
even
snail
with
might
that.
be getting in. Rob, get out of here with that. You dirty.
Wow.
You wrong for this one, Rob. Rob, you wrong for this one. He's here today.
Blue stripes. That's
Rob,
Raven
you
again.
wrong for this one.
Raven again guarding that snail.
I think Raven and Rob just like
And
seeing
gold.
that side of the screen. I think that side of the screen, there's like less orange tint or something. And so Rob does really well on the sides where it's not hitting his eyes as hard. There's some kind of, maybe he's using his peripherals and not looking directly
Wow.
at it.
We are 2 berries away from a famine and Gold with no warriors. That's tough. This is starting to look grim, especially with Blue up 1 kill. We'll see if they can come back, see if they can grab one of those berries, even though we've got someone up top. What's that? Who's that?
It's
blue warrior?
They're hiding in there.
Yeah.
We got Marie. And so I'm gonna
Courtney's
introduce
gonna
myself
warrior
as soon as
up.
this
That's
is
gonna
over.
give them the war. There's no way.
So Gold's not gonna get. Gold's on last life. They're probably not gonna get a warrior up.
At this point, as a queen, what are you thinking? I mean, you're
The snail's
like,
coming all the way
right.
back. Rob!
That's it. That was
freaking great.
1 berry
Wow.
away from a famine.
Rob just
No
breaking all
warriors.
the stereotypes. Duskmap, maybe he likes his eyes hurting. I don't know. Because that was insane. That was the longest Duskmap of the day by far. That snail was going left. It was going right. It was doing jukes.
Right, the drunk snail. The drunk snail.
It was wasted. It was juking.
There's Blake giving us a little bit of dance action right there.
Yeah.
Everyone
He's
take a
wiggling.
look. CQ's infamous Lord and Commander.
That was an awesome match. These games have been so hype. We started this day with Pigeon Rats versus us, and that was hype, and it's just going to be hype for the next 10
How do you know?
hours.
You were playing. You don't know.
I was in there. I felt the hype.
Frostbuzz
I
is
felt
up
it.
with oh my Lantis. Look at that Mantis.
Oh my Lantis.
All right,
Look at
let's
that
switch over
Mantis.
here. We've got
Frostbuzz is on blue.
Yeah, oh my Mantis, oh my Lantis, look at that Mantis.
Okay, there's that.
I'm doing a little song. And then
Frostbuzz.
Frostbuzz, which is how I felt last night. I was Frostbuzzed all last night. We went to Arcade Super Awesome last night.
How'd you like that place?
It was super awesome.
It is super awesome. Until
Howdy.
they kicked you out at like 1 a.m., right?
Yeah.
No offense.
What's that about? That's
John,
strange.
if you're on the stream, we love you.
Yeah. It was cool. What my favorite, so I'd seen pictures and stuff of it, but like it honestly feels like you're in the back of a pizza shop. Like there's pizza downstairs, which I don't know. That doesn't sound the coolest.
You mean the attic of a pizza shop?
Yeah. Yeah, but like, you know, when I'm a kid, we went to the pizza place in my grandma's town, and there's like arcade games in the back, and that's what I did. And so like last night, it's like those same vibes. It's very cool.
You got the pizza wafting up, really.
Yeah.
You know?
Like there's no. It's great to smell pizza while you're playing some video games.
Well, here we go. Go ahead and give us Frostbuzz.
Frostbuzz. We got Kyle, Ken, Nicole, Aaron, MF and Tran, and Andrew Greiner. Charlotte representing.
Oh my Lantis, we've got Craig on Queen, Chad, Chris, Esparza, Hell, and Duck, it looks like.
So this is going to be tight. These are definitely probably the top 2 teams. I don't know who just got that kill because I was not paying attention. I think it was Esparza. That was a crazy kill, though. Kyle's very good. And Ken also is from Columbus and Charlotte. So some mixed teams.
Mixed bag here. I know Craig said he stole some of the best players. He was bragging about how he stacked his team.
His team's very good. Yeah, these are, dude, I was looking at the list of teams. I was like, this is a tough tournament.
Oh, Hell. That's supposed to be Heather, unless she changed her name to Hell.
I think on Facebook, a lot of people know her as Hell.
Okay,
because that's
fair.
her Facebook name. Oh!
And Gold takes it, Craig.
Yeah, that was Aaron, Mother effing Tran. That's what it says on this sheet, so I have to say it. I think I'm contractually obligated.
Frostbuzz with 2 warriors, Gold with none, and Craig digging out of the hole.
Wow, boy.
That's a warrior sweep right there.
Yeah, that was some beautiful poetry over there on that right gate. Yeah, Ken is awesome. He's very good.
That Speed Warrior's going to try to hunt him down.
I think we played Ken. Yeah, there. Speak of
the rap.
There he is, the man himself.
Rap.
The Wrath of Ken. I would watch that movie. If that was an 80s movie, it sounds like The Wrath of Ken.
The Wrath of Ken?
Yeah.
That sounds like a porn.
I don't know about that.
Easy.
Well, I don't know about that.
There are children watching. Like Little John or
Little Rob.
Little Rob.
Little Rob. Little John. I wish Little John was watching. Yeah. Okay.
Gold getting a Speed Warrior up. It looks like.
Ooh.
That is.
Craig barely putting the roof above his head right there. He raised that one and escapes the queen kill.
And we're 1-1 right now, so it's a warrior scramble. Blue with more gates. Gold's got to come down and get some of those gates, or he is not going to get any warriors.
Are you kidding me, Ken? That little short stick, the vanilla kill on a Miss J, that was sexy.
Vanilla kill on a Miss J.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's many. You can't say that unless you're at a Killer Queen tournament.
Yeah, that might be the first time that sentence has ever been uttered in the English language.
I think you did. I think Dylan, we're going to credit him with the first sentence.
What
ever said? What Killer
Little stick on a Miss J.
Man, oh
vanilla,
man, vanilla.
Yeah,
vanilla.
That was awesome. Ken's very good at this game. Well, shout out to Lil John. If he is indeed watching you with you, Rish, let him know I miss him. I would love a Lil John comeback. We're about due for one, I feel like. Crunk is definitely going to be coming back.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 2018 is the year of Crunk.
I am all about that Crunk lifestyle.
And we're going to see Gold win to the top with the middle gate open and obviously 2 speed. And Blue with the speed bump gate over there. I really like that, trying to delay that speed game.
Yeah, anything you can do at the beginning to like
just slow them down.
Just surprise them. Like, because everyone has their like set strategy that they want to do right at the beginning. You just want it to go perfectly so you can get everyone up. If you disrupt that a little bit, it's
going to cause waves, and it looks like it did. So Gold was spending time bumping out of that gate, and now they're a warrior down.
Yeah.
So what is the payoff going to show here?
Well,
we'll
if they can get good work from Chris Katz on Gold checks. He gets out there. Chris, if Chris is your only warrior up, you're going to be all right. That's all I'm saying. He is wonderful at staying alive, and I'm not even afraid of the curse because Chris is that good at staying alive on last life and working with the queen while picking off some kills. Like, they're going to get warriors up. They're going to get a speed up probably. Chris is going to stay up. He's going to work. Yeah, so I'll explain the rules in 1 second after this flips maybe and settles down a little bit. Okay, so they did get a warrior up. The snail is moving, not quite at chugging levels. Ooh, I don't know how Gold Abs got out of there. Good work from Aaron Trandick. Oh!
So something you said is works well with the queen. I think that's very important, is you have to work well with your queen if you're the only warrior up. you can't go off and do your own thing. You have to pay attention. You have to know what's going on.
And Chris is really good at being a pest, and he hasn't died this whole time. He's getting kills. He's by the snail. This is his zone. Look at that. Chris and Craig just putting on a display right by that snail.
Peacocking.
They showed their feathers. Oh, but good work there from Andrew Greiner.
And that's going to even it up.
That's 2-0.
No, that's it. That is it.
Kyle's team, wonderful job to Frostbuzz. Those are some like really hard-fought matches, and I would not want to play either of these teams because that Craig team is going to figure it out.
Well, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. So was that was a queen kill for the first round, and then that was snail.
Yeah, and then they snailed it right after. Yeah.
And there you have it.
Yeah. This is hype.
We've got Snailblazers in Pickleback Rick coming up. I'm positive that's got to be some sort of Rick and Morty reference.
Yeah, so Charlotte is obsessed with Picklebacks.
Rick.
And
Snailblazers on blue.
At Abari, they do a lot of pickleback shots, which is whiskey, and then they have like a local
pickle juice.
Yeah, they have like a local pickle place, and so like the pickle juice is like really good, which is weird, but so that's a reference to that, but also apparently a Rick and Morty reference because Jacob is wearing some Rick and Morty pants. I believe.
Saw those. Those are nice.
Yeah. Oh, so this is Charlotte versus Charlotte. That's crazy. I don't know how that happened.
Go ahead and give us the breakdown for Pickleback.
You want to switch these because Snailblazers is going to be on blue.
Never mind, Snailblazers.
I'll hit up Snailblazers. This is my team. John K.
handwriting.
Amanda, Ryan, Eli, Emily.
And we've over here on Pickleback, we've got Aaron, Courtney, Jacob on Queen, Jason, and I'm going to say
Truett. Yeah, Truett. So, yeah, this is going to be hype. These teams play each other a lot. This is a lot of Charlotte. Oh, and first kill goes to Jacob.
And that's evening up?
Yeah, but then evens it out. This is going to be like haymakers.
Right. We're just going to throw uppercuts the entire time. Blue showing dominance with 3 warriors. Gold with
Jacob
1.
Gets out of
They're going to struggle to get warriored up.
Yo, Eli's on the hunt. When you see Eli above you just mashing that punt, you got to make some moves because otherwise you're going to get got.
Eli with the kill. Correct, that was Eli.
Yep.
And he's that speed warrior on blue.
Yep, he's speed skulls. He's very good. He loves to stay above and just zone below. And he's very good at it.
And look at him taunting. Look at him taunting Jacob
just
like, come at me. Come on, drop.
Killing some drones. Jacob did get one. Oh, and does get him.
What a great kill by Jacob.
He came at him, but he got him.
This is going to give Gold the much-needed chance to get up a couple warriors, see if they can shut this down. At this point, I think you have to start taking out their warriors. You have to start thinning the crowd, showing tower control.
Yeah.
You're down a queen.
And Slippery John, which is a terrible nickname, and I'll probably never call him that again, escapes one. This blue queen, John, he is known for being like the most slippery player ever. Like he gets out of situations that like he's like doing yoga poses and like breaking his back to get out of. Like he looks like Flubber out there.
And blue pretty much pulled out of that warrior deficit. They've got 1 up, so they've got warrior advantage.
Yeah,
and Gold's got to scramble to get a warrior up.
I really like Eli's work right there, daring John to come and dive on him. Because he had people next to him, and even then, like, John's afraid to dive. He's on last live. Or Jacob on gold is afraid on last live to dive, and Eli kind of knew that and took advantage and didn't let a warrior up.
And they're running him down now. It is open season for Gold Queen. Jacob's got to go on the run, see if he can pick up a warrior on this left tower. I don't think he's going to do it. Did he get one?
Yeah,
All
got
right.
Courtney up. Got his boo thing.
It's a slippery slope right now. You have to watch the snail. You have to kill their warriors. You have to thin the
really
crowd.
Good work from Courtney, killing it.
And she
around
did
that
just
snail.
that.
Like she had to do exactly what she just did, and she did it to keep her team to keep her team in this one.
Gold getting some warriors on the board. It's 2-2. We'll see. They have to run the snail back. That's going to keep. No, it's
Courtney
3.
and Jacob, unreal chemistry. They just got married recently, and so congrats to them. Like a couple months ago. And they friggin' brought that one back, which is dope. Courtney died now, but that's fine. She's going to get up easy because she friggin' stopped the snail, killed some warriors, and got some warriors up.
And after today, they're going to have their first real
good work
fight.
From Amanda around that snail. That's her zone. She loves it down there.
Blue now showing tower dominance. Gold has 1 warrior. They're going to have to get something up.
I see you working. Amanda, really good work around the snail. Her and Courtney going head to head. Yeah, Amanda around the snail is insane. That's her bread and butter.
She's just snail warrior, snail guardian. Don't come near my snail.
And we cursed her maybe. She didn't see the queen come out because she wasn't expecting the queen come from that angle. I also was not.
The queen wrapped and took her out.
I was not expecting the low wrap. I love the little stop and go right there from Jacob.
Actually, we're getting close to being out of berries here as well. There's maybe 10 berries on the board.
I don't know if we're going to see it.
Nope.
Yeah, and there it is. Amanda gets back up, smashes.
With the first win,
Kills
it looks
it.
like Amanda with the queen kill to Jacob.
Those look like styrofoam cups. Are they sipping lean on this team? What are they doing?
So it looked like Pickleback Rick was a little bit behind on their game the entire time. They were going to have to step it up. They're going to have to keep their warriors thin, and they're going to have to keep those gates controlled. There's no way to come back from that unless you can control the warrior game.
Yeah, I would say slow it down a little bit. Both queens, they got the first kill, and then Jacob was going all crazy and died immediately after. Slow it down. First games are crazy hard.
Don't die.
You just gotta sit back a little bit, relax. But he stayed alive forever at the end there, and so there's some kind of talking to going on right now.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to call an official timeout.
I don't know what's happening.
Blake looks very serious. Someone called someone. Someone made fun of someone's mother, I think. Is that what it is? You say, hey, you guys
there will
gotta
be
chill
no
out.
mother shaming out here.
What did I say about keeping it clean?
No one, Amanda's got double cup going on. That lean in, that double cup.
This looks serious. We're staying put for right now. Shout out to our sponsor, Land Grant.
Yeah.
Eco Life Designs now.
Look at this thing. Honestly, I feel like I'm at a press conference for an NBA game. This is the closest I'll ever get to an NBA, being an NBA player.
You are.
This is the closest I'll ever get to fulfilling my dream. I'm wearing a Jordan hat. I'm at a press conference.
You're doing it.
I'm drinking
You're
Gatorade.
Doing it. And we're back at it at dusk.
Photoshop a Gatorade into this at some point.
Gold's got to get those warriors up and start that control early.
Yeah, Blake might have been checking their cups to make sure they weren't too purple. Too murky. You didn't want it to that mud.
Can't have it.
Gold starting off strong on this snail. Oh, Jacob. That was a great kill against Ryan McCusick. And there's one warrior up. Eli's getting up. And now Amanda's getting up. Oh my, see, look how slippery he is. What in the world is he doing right there?
Shouldn't have done that. How did he do that?
How is he not dying? He's got some kind of... You need to friggin' nerf him.
Give him. We got to break his stick. We got to take his stick out.
Flubber, is that a good nickname? I don't know. Only time will tell.
Oh, it was an issue with Gold Ab's stick. That's what was going on. That's why Blake came in. Hopefully that got resolved. Did we hear anything about that? Blake's.
I like that Jolly Ranchers comment.
He's giving us an update.
All right, so Amanda's going down to the snail. She can stop it for a little bit. Blue, maybe, pull it back a little bit. Good work from Emily to at least get down there.
Gold showing warrior dominance right now, and they've got a speed, so they just have to keep this game under control.
Amanda gets a little overzealous there on the queen.
And I think Jacob got that. I think that was the queen that picked up that kill.
Yeah. But she'll get back up easy. That's what she's very good at getting up. She dies sometimes, but she'll get right back up. Which is super important. You can die, it lets you, if you have the comfort of knowing you'll get back up again, you can do crazy stuff, and you know that you know.
Jason doing a great job of pinning the queen right there, so Jacob could slip out. Jacob Gold queen.
Yeah. Amanda just going for it.
And there we have it.
That was very nice.
Even with dominance in the first, I would say, minute and a half of the game, Blue is on top right now with a queen kill and a couple berries.
Yeah.
A little bit behind on the snail, but I don't think I'm worried about that if I'm Blue at this point.
Yeah, I would maybe get it to right where that warrior is and then just jump off. And you got to get those top berries. Gold's doing a great job of not letting those top berries in. Because if those don't get in, honestly, berries don't matter.
And there we have it. I didn't see who got that. But
I don't know. Amanda
Jacob went down
over
again.
There. She might be working on that vanilla Hattie. She is insane. She's just going for it.
Blue back with warrior dominance, and here we go. This is looking a lot like the last round.
It was Amanda. She's working on that. There's the hat. Oh my God. I see you working, girl.
There we go.
She turned and said, "That's a Hattie."
Did she really?
Yeah.
Nice. The hat trick.
She was very aware. I might have to throw this beanie at her.
She's going to get the Jordan beanie to the face.
The vanilla hat. That's crazy. Yeah, good work. And so those are some good games. Charlotte comes out on top.
Well, Charlotte was playing Charlotte, or was that last one?
Charlotte.
So Charlotte, of course they came out on top.
Oh. Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah, I guess
there's
you're right.
there's no not coming out on top.
Well, I put my money on Charlotte, and so I feel
hey, you
good
won.
about that one.
You win big on that one.
I'm probably going to sit here for one more time, and then I got to get some water. All this talking's got me thirsty. Oh, and I'm not playing. That's cool.
How I Met Your Hover.
Yeah.
Oh, I
have that one over here, maybe. And then Pigeon Rats
is back.
Yeah, I have How I Met Your Hover.
I've got Pigeon Rats.
All right.
So is there a stick?
There we go. We're shuffling papers up here. If you would look, I wish we had the camera, because then I'd show how good I am at shuffling these papers. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the sound of me shuffling papers, because I see you working, girl. I see you. You want this? I'm very good at organizing papers. I'm going to be looking for a job soon.
So right now, Gold Abs.
If you're out there and you like what you see with this paper organization work,
you look professional.
Sorry,
you look professional.
I think I look professional.
I think you got it going on.
I think I look and sound professional, and I am looking for a job.
So Gold Abs was having some stick issues in that first part. I don't think we're going to slow production.
It was hard to go right.
Yeah.
We had it. Wyatt was like, he was very upset our first series because he was on Gold Abs. And
right.
He was like, you could see him, he looked a little silly, but it is very hard to go right.
So Blake's going to come in and test that. So we're going to take a timeout right here. Blake's going to come in and test abs. We might have to do some stick changes.
It might be one of those things where you have to like
bring it back to the center kind of thing.
Yeah, it's something where like you can fix it if you're mentally prepared for it to like not see. I don't know.
These
Wyatt,
sticks,
I don't know if he. Yeah.
These sticks get so much abuse, and the thing, when we were playing, right when this first came out, people would move the cabinet with these sticks. So you're like shaking the whole cabinet.
Cool.
These sticks take tons of abuse.
Yeah.
We've got, it looks like two people.
I thought literally, I'm a little tired. Admittedly, I thought you meant they were pulling the cabinet and moving it from room to room with the stick.
Not,
I was like, well, that doesn't sound smart at all.
They get
but
excited.
It does shake up
right,
there.
Exactly. So it looks like Dylan's going to come in and check. So we're getting two people's opinion, Blake's opinion, Dylan's opinion. We're going to see what's going to happen here.
I wish we could throw up chat. I don't know. I don't have an automaton on me right now on my person, or else I'd play some automaton solos.
Can you freestyle
we got a lot of time to fill. I'm looking around frantically for something to improvise with. I already improvised with this stack of papers.
Wait.
I can't freestyle.
Did we go over teams? We could go over teams.
We could go over teams.
But we could do it in depth.
Lord
this
knows
time.
how long this break. Oh, okay. So, so on How I Met Your Mother, DJ's queening, that's spelled D.J.
Oh, good.
Is
I
that
like
the
that.
in-depth kind of
and
commentary
then
you're
you just
for? You want me to spell the names?
And then and then blue. So, we don't know what the colors are. We're really in trouble. Here, I've got the chat over here. Let me see what's going on.
I actually,
we're highly entertaining.
I would hope so. I don't get paid enough for this.
I think it was sarcasm.
Get out of here with that sarcasm.
But
it's not sarcasm.
I'll take what we can get.
I'm about 5 minutes away from throwing my Venmo out.
We're gonna go to commercial. Commercial.
Shout out to the sponsor. Shout out to the
commercial.
beer. Shout out to
Land Grant, the beer. Land Grant.
My name's Dylan, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I didn't even use a fake name in this commercial.
It's been 3 weeks.
And there's no beer I love more than a Land Grant beer. At the end of the day, I come home from work and I say,
so we all clear?
I need a Land Grant.
Okay, so we're cleared to play. They're gonna let that stick play. I'd be a little nervous if I was on Gold Abs, but
so James, don't.
Someone sent you a song.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do need to listen to that song. I'm not gonna play it on stream.
You have to play it on Strum.
It looked like for sure there was at least one curse word in that, and I don't agree
Strum,
with
is that
curse
a new?
words.
Is that like?
There's no Verde here. I thought about bringing.
Is that the new Spotify? Pigeon Rats. We've got Muse or Muss. Moose. There we go. I don't know
Mustafa.
what I'm talking about. Marion, Austin, Anthony, and Shavin. Shaven.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have not also met them, and I apologize for that. And on Gold, we have DJ, James, Emily, Ryan, and Kiefer. So yeah, this is my group right here. Pigeon Rats, very good. St. Louis freaking showed up that first series. and put the pedal to the metal. They were looking very good. DJ's queening is he's grinded. I can tell just from watching his movement and everything he's got going on. Marvel's been canceled. Please see your event coordinator if you want to talk to them about that. It has been canceled though. Ooh, DJ Slippery gets out of there middle. Gonna get James up. And so he's got James to work with, but that Snail's chugging. Take a drink.
And Gold going to show dominance right from the, well, a little bit into the
first. Oh,
first.
and there it is.
There
Moose,
we go.
Moose punishes. So, yeah, good work. Oh, that pinch. I don't know how Blue Abs is still alive. They were just twerking all up on Blue Abs. Blue Abs, I don't know if they paid for that, but they got a lap dance.
That's at least $20.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, they're still alive, so props to James.
And Blue's going to even it right up with the Warrior game. They came up with 3. They were down 2. Now we're 3-3.
Ooh.
And what just happened there?
Moose put him in he put him in a blender.
Moose,
yeah,
as we like to say, kicked that queen right in the face.
Yeah. Moose is into juicing these days, apparently, and
wow,
finishes it.
And just punishes.
Man on a mission. Moose is very good at this game. And so, yeah, that Pigeon Rat's very good. Ryan and DJ and James, Kiefer, and Emily need to settle down a little bit. That's really the only strategy I ever have if you lose. Is just settle down.
Settle down.
Yeah, I feel
Don't
like
die.
It's so easy to get wrapped up in like
words.
a manic energy when playing. And, you know, after you lose, you step back and you say, well, whatever. You say, that was some dope S. I respect what you did, and you move on to the next one.
Wise words.
Because real recognize real.
It looks like we're picking, I can't tell from here.
Dusk map.
Dusk.
Yeah,
back to the orange.
Dusk map is a nice map. As a queen, I feel like if you get stomped the first game, Dusk, it's kind of nice to be Dusk because there's so much room and it's so easy to stay alive that it just is. It's a nice, relaxing. Oh
wow,
my God!
Blue with a 4-berry open.
Berry rush.
Look at that. Now that's going to give Gold some extra time to warrior up. Let's see if that pays off.
Yeah, and Anthony gets a really good kill right there. Comes from the wrap. I don't think they saw it coming. I love they tried to fill it up. DJ is going to have to work for this gate, though. I don't know. I love it. Whatever. I'm glad I saw it because now I can expect it.
Hey, cheating.
Good lip in from Moose.
Moose again. I don't know if this berry's going to pay off. It gave Gold way too much time to warrior up. That's going to be tough to come back from this, especially when you're down 2 queens.
Probably not worth.
We'll see.
But, I mean, it blew my mind. I was shocked.
That's some old school berry strategy right there. 4 berries in.
Yeah. You know, they threw the Hail Mary at him. He does eventually get one up. So, I mean, if Ryan, they got that brother synergy. If
that dude's got to do some work, and he's speedy, so he can make it happen.
They're moving Snail back. I mean, you guys, I don't want to hate on the peanut gallery in the chat, but maybe you spoke too soon.
You got to thin out those warriors right now. There he goes. He's taken one.
Yeah, I know. I respect the 3 berry and 1 safe warrior open too.
That berry game might just pay off.
Oh, you had that stick too.
That was a
Moose
soccer
was off
berry.
The ceiling. You had that, DJ. Yeah, they only have 3 berries though. Like,
yeah, that's. I did not think that was going to pay off, but it might.
Yeah, Ryan absolutely has to stay up here though, and
not enough.
And he was afraid of the pinch. That was really good work from Pigeon Rats.
Pigeon Rats takes it away with double back-to-back queen kills.
Yeah, that was sick. I am going to step off. I'm going to get some water. I'm out of material.
Well,
so
don't stay away for too long.
This has been very fun. I'll find somebody. I think other Dylan probably wants to jump back up here.
Yeah, actually.
So, Dylan, do you want to jump back up here? I'm going to jump off. Okay, so yeah, later, guys. Love you.
Do you want to switch? You want this spot back? You want this spot?
And we're back. Hello again.
I was wondering what that reflection is. Okay, so it looks like Blake's up, which is Dre's mom. That was Dre's mom you just saw.
Dre's mom.
Playing for Dre's mom. I'm bringing up the I'm not just checking my text here, man. I don't know what you're thinking. So you didn't say the magic word is playing Dre's mom. You didn't say the magic word. I don't know if it's a reference to
Please?
well, just the word please, or Jurassic Park. You didn't say the magic word. Okay, so Dre's mom, we don't have a sheet. We still don't have a sheet. Next time I see Blake, I got to get him to get us a sheet. But
once again, it is Blake,
you know him.
Helen, Cesar, Katie, and Hugo.
Yeah, I'm just not as good with the names. People from other scenes.
So I'm not normally. I just know all of them because they travel a lot.
Okay, so I believe that Blake's team won last time pretty well, right? So it's they're up 1 win, and you didn't say the magic word. I watched them lose. They were gold.
Yeah.
They actually just played a little bit ago.
Yeah.
So I remember watching that and a couple of close games there. And then Eklo is the one with he's always wearing bright colors.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but he's the one. Neon Boy was what they called him last time, but he's got the kind of bright green striped jacket on there. And I saw him giving some advice, doing some coaching in between games. So hopefully that pays off here because it's a big match. Blake's team, you were saying
a nice little
earlier that there are a lot of teams that can make it to the finals.
Yeah.
And I think Blake is one of them.
Blake is definitely one of them. I would say that, looking very strong here. Blake's doing some work. Doing some nice J's or lazy J's.
Oh, quick
and
game.
Very pinched.
They were all over them.
Dre's mom.
Dre's mom is a good team. They are pretty serious. I saw them all hanging out in the kitchen.
Yeah.
This is for anyone who's not here, but all the way back in the kitchen, we've got a giant TV that we just mounted last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's showing the game and everything like that. So the funny thing is, you can be almost anywhere in the building and watch the action. So first win for Dre's mom. Best of 3, of course. So if they win this one, we don't play the third one. But it looks like they've chosen Knight. You didn't say the magic word, just to choose the Knight.
Just in the mix. I don't know how you know. Oh,
that was the.
Is this live?
Yeah, but that one
you don't
was.
have to mess with it in there.
No.
That's nice.
It's pre-stream. So
we're talking about the.
What I did was I
mixer.
noticed the game. The game sound is a very amplified signal, so you kind of have to keep it low. And did you notice there when the queen died, it was a little bit of a crackle?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already super low, but even at that low volume, and the cabs are set to 6 out of 100. So even at that low volume, it still kind of has some distortion. So I was turning it down a little bit. Just a little technical aside for you
Blake
guys.
playing risky there. He's like, you're not going to dive on me.
Look at that snail. They've boxed them out completely.
Yeah, no
from
maps.
getting up. They can't get up.
No gates. They only have speed gate on the right. That is their only gate. Blue's only gate.
Wow. I don't know who got that exactly, but it was like a simultaneous kill there.
Yeah, they like high-fived each other as they killed the queen.
Yeah. So Blake is taking no prisoners at the moment, and his team just runs straight through. You didn't say the magic word.
That was it.
So 2-0, Dre's mom. They haven't lost a single game yet in their plays.
They're looking great. They are looking good.
Oh, speaking of looking good, there's the two of us.
2 of the bearded berry boys.
Yeah, that's us. That's us. And we don't play for a while, it seems like.
Apparently.
We've got the who's up next kind of thing going on here. And
we are the 4th.
There we are. Speak of the devil. So we are down in the hole, so 4th.
And we get to play Dylan's team. Great.
That's right. We'll be fine.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So, okay, Oh My Lantis. Look at that Mantis, which is Columbus team, queened by Craig. And then Checks Please, which is a Columbus team as well. That is queened by Alex Hogan. And they're walking up to the stage right now. So,
all right, let's get these
Checks Please is
here.
on gold. And then we should be good without without this. These are both Columbus teams. But Oh My Lantis, look at that Mantis is on blue. And something interesting, if anyone's watching this and you guys are the real hardcore players, something really fun to watch is Duck, who is blue. Is that Checks? And so what he's going to do, what he typically does, I don't know if this is like him in tournament mode.
Right.
But he is the biggest pest there is. And so
Very true.
if you're like a speed warrior and you're trying to get up speed, he will spend the first 3 minutes of the game just following you around, bouncing you out of the gate at the last possible second to make it maximum frustration.
He loves it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to get speed?
Hey, Ryan, you update this? It went over here. We got it. We are back. Okay, we didn't miss a thing. So, big opener here. We've got Blue Checks is actually riding the snail, so sometimes the duck will do that too. He's a bit of a strat man.
Yeah. And gold is wiped. No gates, no warriors. Queen down.
You can tell he's got some fans there. Andy is rooting from the chat for duck. Good friends. Andy was here till late last night helping out cleaning, and he's got some prior obligation today that he's doing. Couldn't make the tournament.
Wow.
So Duck, speaking of, has got that snail
got out of there.
Moving right along.
2 warriors out.
One queen life lost for
1 gold warrior
Hogan.
just got up. Hogan going after gates, playing the smart queen game.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to get to that snail.
And Craig has kind of collapsed on his own snail. He's just boxing Hogan out there. Oh, and he was waiting for it.
He was ready.
Wow, nearly a family portrait there. There was one warrior
missing.
flying outside. I don't think they knew it was going to happen that fast. But a quick snail victory for Oh My Lantis. Look at that Mantis.
Oh My Lantis. Although I have not seen a single Mantis yet.
No.
I'm actually disappointed as far as
That's right. I actually was thinking about that for our team, since I mentioned earlier that Matt and I are on the same team, but that it would be funny to purposely misdirect. Like, there is one that's the Snailblazers, and never run snail. So like when someone's like, okay, we don't know anything about this team, but they're called the Snailblazers, so I'm assuming they run snail, and then they don't know us, so they're just going to prepare for snail, and they have a whole strategy against it.
The balloon is slowly.
Yeah, that balloon is filled with helium left over from last time.
Oh.
The balloon is just as exciting as the game here, folks. So we start out on Dusk. Checks Please got to choose the map. They chose Dusk. So Snail again for Oh My Lantis. Oh, Duck jumps off to grab Speed. It looks like he's going to ride Speed Snail.
Speed Snail.
See if they don't notice. They lost their warriors there, so
jump off early enough.
Gold has no warriors and is trapped at the bottom. Craig decides to let him loose. So he's still staying down there. I guess he's going to guard the snail, but he's going to lose map. He's going to lose the whole entire
map. Look at
map.
Esparza there. He was actually standing. He's going for the
he's trying the Mantis. Living up to the name. Wow. Tough spot here for Hogan. He's just getting
and he has no
cavemaned into the corner, as they say, and the waiting warrior kills him. So they've got a lot of berries going for gold. They seem to have switched to berries when they had no gates, which is a good strategy.
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't have gates and you don't feel like you can get them. But Hogan is on the run. I don't know why he's spending so much time at the bottom. That's not even his style usually. Like I said last game, he spends a lot of time at the top.
Yeah, he usually does. I'd say though that it's simply the fact that there's no one else to contest Snail right now. Speed Snail's going really fast.
He is forced to. So Speed Snail, Duck is about to put the snail in the basket, if you will. Oh, another Mantis attempt there. Oh, almost, and he winds up being a bounce.
Got bounced
right into the queen kill.
And that is it.
So 2-0 for Oh My Lantis. Look at that Mantis, the Columbus team.
And up next.
So next we got Pickle back Rake versus Team Break. Got a lot of that music is loud in the background.
It is. Actually,
okay, Team Break.
There in the chat, can you hear the music playing here?
I don't know. Am I just hearing it? So, but anyway, yeah, you don't want to hear it too much because of copyright issues, if you will.
This is better than the
Did you just turn it down? You turn it up and we can chat. It's not in the chat or in the stream, so it should be fine. You're fine where it's at. You can see on our screen here the balloon update. That's the balloon. That's the shadow from the balloon going away the lights.
It's coming over towards us.
All right, Matt has blown the balloon out of the way slightly. It is fun. I don't think we should do anything about it.
It was like an eclipse,
we shouldn't
coming.
We should euthanize the balloon or anything. If,
Euthanize. That's a nice word to say. Brutally murder.
but I don't want to say brutally murder. So.
So here we are with.
Yes, Andy says he can
Team
hear.
Rake.
Get out of here, you crazy,
balloon.
crazy berry balloon. All right, so we've got Pickle back Rick on blue, Team Break on gold. They've killed the blue queen once, but they have the snail moving.
We got 2 warriors up, 2-2 warriors looks like.
That's right, Mega Man is on blue, Pickle back Rick.
Not anymore. No warriors for blue. Got wipes. It was a sad story indeed.
Yeah, so they're going to have a big mountain to climb here to get back up. They've got 0 gates. Their queen's got some desperate times. And Team Break, they were baiting him pretty hard there, but they're just going to follow him around the map, follow the blue queen.
I think that Crash Test Zombie, I think you're spot on. But sometimes staying alive and not dying against Team Break is easier said than done.
Barry just provided the condom protection there for Jacob, who is the blue queen. But couldn't survive for that long. He got trapped in the bottom.
That is
he's
not a
just
good place
he's
to
just
be.
on the run. Yeah, and he spawned in like a perfect Mantis there. No chance.
No chance. Perfect pinch.
Right. Sorry. You're right. I got saying Mantis so much with that last one. You're right. Perfect.
Just don't die. Don't. Pro tip. Yeah. True facts. Actually, I can't even say this. I was going to say that as a queen, if you don't die, then you can't lose. But you very much can lose. There are 3 ways to win.
That's right. Yeah, I guess. So when I feel like when I first started playing queen, and sometimes I would think like, oh, at least it's a victory. I wasn't the reason we lost, but eventually that's not even good enough. Like if they just run snail in and you can't do anything and your team can't get up, then
you have to have a certain amount of trust in your team.
Yeah.
And there's really why I think this game seems chaotic is that there's a lot of one-on-one battles that if you win handily, then it could be an easy game. But like those games that last a long time, those one-on-one battles are really being drawn a lot. There's no real clear winner. We're about to be eclipsed again.
Oh, sure. And yeah, that's funny. And yeah, especially when it goes the later games, timing is everything. If your team gets wiped, speaking of, blue just got completely wiped.
Yep.
But if your team gets wiped at the wrong moment, it can be very difficult to recover from. So that berry just bounced the wrong way for Jacob there on blue. And blue was doing pretty well. They had a strong opener. They had 3 warriors right off the bat.
Yeah.
But Team
Going
Break
with that
just
control
proves
now.
too difficult for him there, and he couldn't get out. He tried to get that gate. He was desperate for it. There's a balloon update for you. It's up in the left-hand corner. It just float.
It has a mind of its own right now. It's really just
there's not a lot of air conditioning in here or anything, so it's
traveling around.
I don't know. It's losing its helium. All right, so I'm not even sure who's up. I didn't pay attention, but we've got to be on deck.
I think we're on deck or we're up. We're actually up. Here we go.
Oh, we are up. Okay. See you on the cab. Hey Blake. Hey Blake. Someone needs to be here.
Carlos signing in.
Blake signing in.
So who we got? We got Chicago versus Jaynesaw. Team B Rake.
They want to be
Jaynesaw.
Team Bake or Team Break, but we won't let them because we printed their cards already.
Ah, well, logistics.
Yes, logistics.
Are these in a certain order?
I don't think so. All right. How's the chat going? A lot of people talking.
Yeah, there's a lot of people going. No,
Shout
no
out to
one's
Crutch
popping the
Camp.
balloon. Yeah, it's a berry. The Goodyear berry.
The Goodyear berry, yeah.
It's actually an anti-gravity room. I don't know if they mentioned that already. You think this will go Famine?
We'll see. Matt was a little shooken up after that first series, getting 2-0'd by St. Louis. And it was, you know, you don't want to call people out, but it was a lot of queen issues. He was just dying.
Yeah.
I don't think he gave his team enough time to even give a chance.
You think they'll hunt him?
I think they'll hunt him.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
He's bouncing a little bit.
Yep. Ooh, okay. One warrior on each side. Gold's got the snail. Both teams have their speed warrior up.
Yep. They're pushing. They got the snail in the basket.
Neutral. Oh, Blue's got control of it now.
Yep. Is that a speed snail?
There
yeah.
you go. They got 2 warriors up. Both Blue. Oh.
One death.
A little bit
So
too
they
high.
do have 3. Oh, they're stingers. Oh, they were
Quiet.
stingers out, and they just dropped. So that's the situation you can't be in. They're gonna be hunting.
now.
Yeah, hunting at this point. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, he missed the gate.
Matt's got to start getting crafty. Matt, the gold queen. They're surrounding. Yeah.
Oh, that's
he's
hard.
He's got to play a little bit more wily
Yeah.
if he's going to survive this. He's on last, so we'll see how this goes.
We got Jane up.
Snail's just outside of the subway now.
Yeah, that was big influence that they got the snail almost outside of the tunnel, because that's given Matt enough time to like try. Oh, that's what we call crafty.
Nice.
Good turn, Matt.
All right.
Dylan supporting Matt
back.
there.
He needs a fairy. Matt needs someone constantly at his back. They only have 1 warrior though, so.
Yeah, Jane is pretty good at getting up. It's the staying up part that she needs to work on a little bit.
Hold him out of that gate pretty nicely. Like he has control of it, but.
Oh, that's not good. They just lost Dylan.
Oh, he could have dove on him.
So he is currently wiped, and they've got 2 speed warriors up,
Yep, here
and
comes.
not in a fun place.
Trying
Not
to
in a
get
fun
out.
place.
He knew. He could feel that one coming.
Yeah, he stays there, gets bounced out. So. All right.
Collect.
Shout out to Matt for making the awesome trophies.
Yeah, he's really cranking them out.
I think I talked to him last Wednesday about doing it. He's like, yeah, I can do that.
Essentially, I can get that done.
Well, see what you need to do is, it's really hard to print letters. He made it happen. Can we see the trophies? We can get them out.
Can.
Yeah.
We can see them.
We can see them. They're great.
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, they're
really
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll go grab 2 of them.
Just for you guys. All right, looks like they picked dusk instead of night. Which is interesting because Matt got speeded pretty hard. So this is being a speed warrior map. I'm curious as to what the thinking is.
All right, so how's it going?
I think it's 9 warriors.
Good old speed warrior map.
Yeah. Which is why I'm curious as to why Matt picks.
Oh.
All right, Dylan's first death.
Yeah, Zach Sanderson.
There you go.
Playing from his knee pads.
Oh.
Matt didn't want nothing to do with that situation. So Snail's going to become an issue if they. Another interesting block.
Classic shoulder. Oh yeah, show the trophies.
All right, so we've got. These were designed by Ken Mosley, also known as Charlotte Ken. And here is the second place. Oh, it's really bright.
Maybe go further back. There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's what you're going to look like when you get second place.
Thank you.
And I'm going to look like this.
Cool.
I think we're both okay with that.
Yeah. Shouts out to Matt for putting in the time and the resources.
3D printed. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. We got
And he
3D
hand
printers
painted
too, brah.
We've also got some awesome swag bags from Chris. She made top 3 get a fun little swag bag for everything. Don't even know what's in it, but it's probably going to be fun.
Oh yeah. I'm sure some chocolates and candies and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
maybe some soap.
Yeah. Blue's
Fun
got
stuff.
Speed Snail going. Still pretty close to the middle. Oh, now gold. Looks like both plan is to get Speed Snail. But Matt only has 1 warrior. There you go. Picks off 1. Still trying to get up, right?
Got Jane up. See what Jane does here.
That drone wants to speed Zach so bad, but he doesn't want to at the same time. They need a warrior on Snail soon.
Just stay on it.
No. Ooh,
Oh,
right,
that's
get
the.
out.
Oh, lost it. Oh, lost her warrior, and Jane's down. Zach's up. Zach's up, and he's holding Snail.
Yep.
This is a big moment for Zach. He's got to hold this. Not in a good place. Not in a good place.
MB4 bag of bees. Oh.
Hungry. Good job, Matt.
Nice.
So he should have
Warriors.
Matt should not have gone down there and let the warrior do the job and moved on to Gates, but it's not hurting him right now.
No. Yeah,
It hurt him. Yeah, the timing was off. He didn't get a warrior up. Zach's back up. Dylan's holding strong down low.
Oh.
All right,
Very
both
nice.
queens on last life. Checkers is looking to get Speed Warrior up. Probably going to get it up on the right side here, yes. Oh,
Close one
2-0 for Team B-Rake.
looking
Jaynesaw
strong.
and Bearded Boys lost it. All right, up next, we have Frostbuzz. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I can't read. Shadow Scene versus Team Broken in Group B.
Cincinnati in the house. Cincinnati has arrived, actually, per their shirts.
Per their shirts, yes, they have arrived. We'd like to call upon Dylan to step back up if he'd like.
I'm in the hole, so let me dip out.
Okay.
All right.
Where's Alan? I'm going to get Alan.
You want me to announce it, maybe?
I'll talk for a moment so we don't have dead air here, but Carlos had to leave because he's on deck, and then I am in the hole. It seems like we play pretty back-to-back here or whatever. But the next two teams that we have up here are Shadow Scene and Team Broken. They've got them up here. Broken, is that right? Yeah, Broken. You got so many teams that name themselves the same similar names, so it's hard to keep track of them. All right, so Shadow Scene versus Team Broken. Shadow Scene is a Cincinnati team. And there's Broken, which is a mixed team. They've got Courtney, who's a Columbus girl, and she's the blonde one. She is gold skulls, and then all those guys are Cincinnati guys on the blue side, except for Nick. Or I mean, Nick is obviously Cincinnati Nick, but Joe is Czechs, and he's a Columbus guy, but he goes to Cincinnati often, so we joke that he's Cincinnati Joe.
Oh, they took one of our players.
Yeah, in spirit too, because he's got a Cincinnati shirt on at the moment.
I don't know how I feel about that. Cincinnati coming up here and just stealing our people.
Yeah, I think it's fine. They're a new scene. They need
We'll
our
share.
help.
We'll share.
They need our help.
All right, we'll share. I'm fine with sharing.
So Blue Queen has died once. That's Cincinnati Nick. Oh, and he just gets help from a bounce there.
Blue Queen evening it up here.
Yep. One life each. And that snail is moving for Blue. That's really the only points on the board, if you will.
It's looking fairly even right now. I mean, we've got two warriors on gold. Blue actually is down a warrior right now. They've got one on checkers, and he's speedy. So if I were him, maybe start thinning out the crowd a little bit. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I always try to channel my inner Jason Voorhees and get them alone and kill them one at a time before they notice. That's a horror movie thing.
That's like some serious serial killer stuff
Do you
going on
not,
there. Is there something you want to tell us? Or?
You don't think about like killing their families and stuff when you're playing?
You know, it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Am I winning? Am I not winning?
Right. So speaking of, they have turned the tables. They got one warrior up for gold, but they were down to just the one, and now they're back up to two. One just got killed, as I was saying that, of course. But
it looks like Courtney just warriored up on the gold side. That's going to even it up warrior-wise, but we'll see if that's enough, because Blue's really working that snail.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is a big snail battle. Whenever this kind of stuff happens, it's nice to see someone sneak a berry in or two just to draw attention away. But it's all snail all the time right now.
That's what we always talked about with the snail. It's when you're running the snail, your objective is to draw people to it. So you want to get close enough. You want to get their queen in trouble. You want to have the warrior dominance, and that way you can just go in and start sweeping.
Yeah, so snail is bait, if you will. Make the queen make a desperate move and try to kill military. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's been military dominant. I know I haven't played in quite some time, but from what I've been talking with a lot of the queens here, and it's back to military domination, which is surprising.
And from what I understand, so there was a big update in October, as far as like the game itself was updated. And they added, if you notice, on day there's a little ledge up towards the hive.
Oh yeah, I see that now.
And there's a couple more berry piles on dusk and stuff. So they're trying to make berries more of a viable strategy to win, because typically you just put a good ledge guard there, you'll just shut the whole berry thing down.
But even with the ledge, we're seeing 0 berries come out of this tournament. I don't think I've seen a single game go to a berry win.
Yeah, maybe one. But you're right, very few, and they're mostly military, especially with people on this level. They're all pretty confident in their military abilities, and it winds up that winds up being what's happening. But yeah, the push is to try to make the game, try to bump up those other ways to win, and just not make it just a military battle all the time. But
Speed
it's exciting.
Warrior just went down on the gold side. That's going to hurt just a little bit, even though it's still pretty even. I mean, I know gold's down 1 queen kill, but it's still looking pretty even to me.
Yeah, it could end at any moment for gold as far as that queen kill, and they're doing a lot of bouncing there in the middle of the map. But all of the kills are happening around the snail. It's been just a snail battle this whole time, and they're all happening in the tunnel. And, I was talking about the newer builds and the updates to the game, and on a recent one, if you notice, the berries are much more of a problem. You can go head-to-head, and that berry will force a crazy situation, and you see a lot of kills there that just, it's chaos. A berry gets in between the 2 queens, and then one of them dies because the berry forces it to happen.
Speaking of berries, it looks like I'm seeing maybe 2 or 3 berries left. We're headed for a famine if gold can stay alive.
Yeah, I counted 3 there. One of them just used a berry to get
up. That's gold
up.
Going up.
Another one gets up. Oh, almost. I spoke too soon. So the rider of the snail, one berry is getting eaten. The rider had a berry, so he gets killed. So that's the best case scenario for berries. We've got 3, I believe.
Right now, as a warrior, you have to play like a queen. You have to stay alive. You have to get your team the edge going into the famine.
So blue check goes up. We've got
that's going to be
warrior
tough.
Kill. You want to have as many warriors as you can going into
this famine situation.
The last berry is on the back of blue abs. He's in the middle of the map. He's trying to get up, and he gets up in the center gate. So that's all the berries, as far as I know. The rider might have one, but I don't think so.
And gold has 1 warrior. 1 warrior to 3 warriors.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough for them to dig out of this.
He's stuck in the tunnel. He's got to get out of there.
And that's it. That does it.
He makes a desperate move. So gold queen is feeling cornered at the moment. They're gonna try to feed the snail. Gold is, but we are in full-on famine here. There's not a berry on the map.
That's it. I really don't see gold getting out of this. The queen's going to have to do some work.
Yeah, Wiley, you've got a lot of bouncing happening on that blue queen. That's really a good option. You can bounce warriors into the queen, basically force them to make a mistake.
Gold queen is not moving. She is staying put. She doesn't really want to do anything. Yep. She's got to get out there.
Makes a desperate move. Almost gets killed there on the snail. And a
very
50-50 bounce there on the warrior.
Close.
Probably should have gone the queen's way, but warrior lives to fight another day. So there's a friendly bounce. Tries to take advantage, pursues a little too hard, and gets killed.
And that is blue checkers with that. So that's Joe.
Yeah, Joe gets the kill.
Is that Columbus Joe?
That's Cincinnati Joe.
No,
from
Columbus Joe.
That's right. I'm not sure which he prefers at the moment. He's Cincinnati for sure.
Well, that Cincy shirt is looking nice.
Very cool.
Cincy has arrived. They've got the berries in Ohio shape. That's pretty sweet.
Yep. And their motto, well, I don't know if it's their official motto, but I hear them saying a lot. They're calling it easy. The word bubble out of the drone's mouth is saying easy. So he's filled the entire state up with berries.
Well, they certainly made that look fairly easy. So we'll see if this second match is going to live up to that little word bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Famine's a real fun. I see that in the chat. People were talking about it. I love Famine. Some of my favorite games, as far as tournament play goes, have been the ones where it goes to Famine because it just forces your focus on what's happening here. We've got no berries. Nobody has to worry about berries going in. Nobody has to worry about any more warriors getting up. And it's just what you see is what you get.
Wow, Queen's just going at it at the top. Blue's going to have to give up because Gold's going to get... Well, actually, Blue's taking advantage of the neutral towers.
Yeah, that was a good idea. And they've got a couple berries in, too. So I would say at this moment...
Very strong start.
Things are, yeah, it's a very good start from Blue. They've got 2 warriors up, matched with Gold, but also 5 berries in. They're about to put their 6th one in.
Wow, here we're just talking about berries not being viable, and we've got 6 berries in. That's more than half.
We'll see. Typically what would happen is exactly what you were predicting with the snail is
they're going to bait them in.
It'll force a military victory, but so far so good. All the queens have all their lives.
We'll see if the Blue Queen can stay away and stay alive, if she can get enough warriors to go over there, that might be... This might be a berry win. We'll see.
Yeah, Blue Queen lose alive.
Who took that? Did you see who took that?
No, I wasn't sure. It was kind of 2 guys crossed there simultaneously. But see, I didn't like Blue's strategy anyway. They're kind of playing counter ledge guard and left all the gates open for Gold to take them. So now take a couple of them back. He's got one in the center, but really needs to pay attention to the map control. Also, don't want to lose it going so desperately for berries. But yeah, that's Cincinnati Nick. The Cincinnati team is going after berries here, and I like it.
I think that the most viable map for berries is going to be night map. So it's not surprising to see it. It's very easy to do berries here.
Yep.
You can distract, but Blue, even though they have most of their berries in, is down on queen kill. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
He's got his last life, and I don't like what he did there, but he got away with it. But he spawned intentionally inside the hive to clear it temporarily there. They've got 1 berry out of that move, but that was a pretty...
That was almost a soccer kick in.
Yeah, that was a pretty desperate move. So all the action happening in the lower left corner of the screen. Keep an eye, though, on the Blue Queen in the middle of the screen towards the middle gate because he's got his last life there. And so Gold Queen's got plenty.
Right, but as Gold, you have to decide. You're down. They have 1 berry on Blue. Blue only has 1 queen life left. Do you guard the hive or do you go after the queen? I mean, you've got to split forces at this point and see if you can manage guarding the hive and killing that queen.
Yes, I agree. It's all about resource management, really, at this moment. Is desperate times as far as keeping those berry runners out of there, and a lot of kicks and a lot of soccer goalie defense.
Yeah, really,
there.
Blue. So Shadow Scene, who is that? Jordan doing some work on those berries, at least as far as trying to get him in with the soccer kick.
Yeah, I like it. He's abs there, trying to play offensive defense there against his guys.
Wow,
but they're zoning him out pretty good on Gold.
I like what Gold's doing with the snail over there. We got to say that softly.
Well, you got and you got to do something too. That's something I think a lot of newer players forget is that you can play defense all day long, but you won't win if you don't have an objective going. If you don't have a way to win.
Wow, Gold is really doing some work there,
I
keeping
like
him
that.
out.
Gold has recovered very nicely from the last berry hole open in the hive, and it's been like that for 5 minutes here.
Right, it's been some time. I feel like it's been at least eons. It's
decades. But yeah, and they're doing exactly what you need to do. They're maintaining warrior presence. They've got good ledge guards. They got that advanced ledge guard. The queen's even helping out, and they're riding snail, and that snail is touching the basket. It's got another 5 seconds of riding to get in there.
Shout out to Stripes on Team Broken. Who is that? That's Raven. She is not wavering from that ledge guard. She is there to stay.
And people
that'll do it.
They get it in. They get it in.
The old 2-berry trickaroo.
Cincinnati goes crazy. Yeah, she was doing a great job, though. Just as you said it, too. It's sort of the commentator's curse, if you will. But But doing the high berry ledge guard, and that's nice. You hover the whole time. And not a lot of people do that, but she did a great job.
I mean, she was dedicated, though. I don't think I saw her move unless it was to jump on a bee's back. What are we calling those? Bees?
Drones? Bears? Babies?
I've heard it so many different.
I believe I got to go and play. I can't remember if I'm going to check the score or check the thing right now. but I believe. Oh, I think things got updated because I thought I was sooner than that. Okay, so I got some time here. So what we're doing next is Buzzthrill versus Frostbuzz. So the two Buzzes.
Buzzes.
If your name is Buzz, you're up next.
I
thought
got
for
Buzzthrill.
sure maybe they mixed things up here on the challenge, if you will. But I thought I saw Carlos's team up there, and they didn't.
Looks like in the hole, left-handed buttons and
Yeah.
Snailblazers down in the hole. Jaynesaw and her bearded berry boys. That's a mouthful.
Yep, that's me. You can blame me for that team.
That was your idea?
Yeah, I thought it was silly to make it so long, and then I thought for sure, because Zach and I were in charge of coming up with all these graphics and the stream and everything, that he would shoot it down right away because we were joking about teams names being that long. But he was like, "No, I like it," and I was like, "Okay."
Well, we're sticking with it.
I guess it's our name now.
All right, who is on blue right now? Buzzthrill.
Yeah, Shadow Scene just finished, but Buzzthrill is blue and Frostbuzz is gold.
Buzzthrill, we've got John on checkers, Brian on skulls, Bert is the queen, Christina on abs, and Nick on stripes. Frostbuzz over there, Kyle on queen, Ken on skulls, Nicole on checkers, Aaron on abs, and Andrew on stripes. And here we go.
Exactly.
Both warrior up, taking advantage of the neutral towers, and both going speed. This looks like very similar strategies coming from both teams. We'll see who's going to make it work for him, even though Gold getting on that snail, trying to take advantage of that snail.
Yeah, Gold's got the obvious advantage off the bat, and that's Shipwash, Kyle's Shipwash. He came in second in our first tournament, known as the Christening, if you will.
And that was queen on queen right there.
Yep, he's wily. He's fun to watch. He also is known for getting pretty sweaty, so he really gets into it, gets physical, and so it's a little early on in the tournament for that. But towards the end of our last tournament, he was doing a lot of work, and it was showing.
Gold going to go with 2 warriors up, and blue with no warriors. They're going to have to get someone in the tower. We'll see where it is.
And
Gold
blue,
going with gate control.
Blue is going to be desperate here because their last life for the queen, a bit of a pinch setup. Oh, and he goes a little too far on that ledge.
Queen on queen violence. I don't know how I feel about it.
That's Kyle Shipwash. Does a great job. Does a great job there of killing that queen. And he got 2 there. I don't know if he got all 3, but he definitely
had 2.
Kills. Yeah, so doing a great job.
Maybe someone on the check can correct us. Who got that 3rd kill? Anybody paying attention?
The first one, but he got the last one for sure. He's also known for getting sweaty, yeah, so people pay attention there. I think he is known for that, right? At least when he was here, he got real sweaty, and everyone was talking about how he was leaking and stuff, but he was, I played with him a lot after that. We played till like 3 in the morning that day, and yeah, he was doing work. He was working hard. I don't think he makes any apologies for it. So
blue taking the middle tower, gold with the neutral tower, and that's going to be 2 up for gold and 2 up for blue.
Yeah, both of these teams are pretty good. We got I think this is a Chicago team, is the blue team, right? Buzzthrill is Chicago.
It's got a C next to its name.
No, that means
is that what that
I wrote
means?
that for the group. So right now we're watching Group C.
Oh,
play.
okay.
And then I've got my notes over here as far as Frostbuzz is Charlotte typically, but a couple of those guys from other scenes. And then we've got, what was the other team named? The Buzz Killers.
I missed that, but it looks like someone just took out Kyle on Frostbuzz.
So they are all Chicago. They are Buzzthrill.
Okay, Buzzthrill is Chicago. See the C. I was right with the C.
I recognized a couple of them. But oh yeah, so you've got that in the chat, but he's calling towers gates, warrior gates, towers.
The little things with wings. That's how you become a warrior.
Yeah.
That's how you turn into a real boy.
That's right. So yeah, so we've got 1 life off of Kyle Shipwash there, the gold queen. He's got no warriors for help. He just tagged the speed gates. Snail's moving pretty quick. He gets a warrior up on the left, and he's got a lot of pressure from all the warriors and the queen on blue, so he loses his last life. So he's on last life there. Gold queen. They're hunting him pretty hard.
Yeah, Buzzthrill really showing some dominance for this game, which is good.
And it's funny, it's the opposite of last game. They were really all over the blue queen last time.
Right. So it is. It's an interesting change of pace. I don't know if it's the map or maybe they just had like 30 seconds to talk about it, but they're really showing some dominance out of the gate.
Yeah, whatever the coach said in the locker room.
Right.
Really got him going.
That speech worked.
Oh, and I think he turned there, so he got a kill. tried to not go past the edge, and Blue Queen saw it and committed. And
Queen on
got him
Queen
turning.
violence again.
So, yeah, Gold Queen killed the Blue Queen on that first one, and we've got the exact opposite scenarios for the second map.
It's good to see a tied series here. So 1-1. Next team's going to take it. Next team that takes a win is going to walk away. So we'll see what happens here. Moving over to Dusk.
Yeah, someone was actually asking. Oh, they got the answer too, but in the chat. But you were asking. Someone was asking about why is it unclear. So we've got very, very inexpensive lenses that are like fisheye lenses, and so if they're rotated in a certain way, they're just cheap, and so
Actually,
sometimes it makes it look like that person's face is blurry.
Everyone got together and agreed to put your least attractive player on checker. So we're doing this for you.
If you're like supposed to be working today and you don't want them to know that you're skipping out to play video games all day, then that's the spot for you.
That's the spot for you.
It's gold checks.
Wow, gold going up with 1 vanilla.
So
and
we got
blue.
a prediction from the chat. Buzzthrill wins this one, so that's the Chicago team in blue.
And he's putting 5 on it.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
We'll be sure to collect on that, depending on who wins. And I don't know who you're betting, or if I owe you $5 if they don't win, but we'll have to figure that out.
We don't do noogies here.
So gold with the early lead, if you will, and as I say that, of course, the queen goes down.
Gold goes down.
So they got the snail moving, though, and I don't know if anyone's really noticed. There they go.
I think they're just catching on, but what this does for gold is they have 1 warrior that just got up. Someone's in speed, and blue is running 3 warriors, and they already have a speed warrior, so this puts them at a bit of a deficit because blue's going to bring that snail right back.
Yes, I see that, and snail is cooking. Back to about neutral now, and Shipwash is in absolute just run and hide mode. He gets a little bit of help there from Gold Checks, the censored player.
Right, Gold Checks, that is Nicole with that kill.
Yeah, and she's good. I saw her play a lot yesterday. I played with her a couple of times. Very competent, very good at warrioring.
Frostbuzz is a what team did you say they were? What
so
city?
So Aaron and Kyle are from Charlotte. Maybe Andrew is also from Charlotte, and then Ken is Columbus, and Andrew is from DC. So Ken and the other 3. So Nicole, the one you mentioned, is
from
Charlotte. Well.
Charlotte showing some warrior skill here.
So they're mostly Charlotte, but they've got 2 people from other scenes. Yeah, so we got a gold Last Life, and he's had that for a while. He went down early and is really doing a great job staying alive. He's in the middle of the map, and he's getting hunted by blue abs there.
Right, and Snail's in new. Oh, no, it's not. And we gotta again.
It's moving again.
Stay
blue.
quiet.
Yeah, keep quiet about the snail. We don't want to give away information if we just start yelling about the snail and they start to notice.
Blue showing that warrior dominance though. And
they just wiped him.
Gold Checkers
Gold
got
Checks
him.
Is still alive.
Way to go, Nicole. Nicole is just out there slaying.
Oh, we got a bounce.
And we even
Kyle,
it up.
Kyle Shipwash, the queen takes it. So we've got a 1-1 tie. The victory here wins the series. And both queens, Last Life. Only 1 warrior up for gold, but blue has 2.
Well, it looks like Ken M's just going up on warrior here on the gold side. We'll see if he can make some magic happen down there in the left-hand corner. He's going to clear the snail. Can he clear that warrior? And nope, he takes the death.
Does he die? Yeah, Ken's good. He's crazy. He usually plays speed warrior. Aaron Tran is the other one on the other side there, and he is also a very good speed warrior. I find him very frustrating if I'm playing against him.
Andrew on stripes. Nope, actually he went down. Abs with the sweep. Way to go, Abs. That's Aaron.
Yeah, so blue was really forcing them to pay attention on the snail, and they did. So Gold's made a bit of a comeback there, but all the action happening in the bottom left corner of the screen, really. Oh, Kyle barely gets out of there. He gets a bounce. He should have probably got that kill.
That was double warrior work. I don't know if you saw that. Took the bounce off the warrior.
Yeah.
And that was Buzzthrill. So do we owe someone $5?
Yeah, somebody owes somebody $5. I'm sure of that. I don't know who, though.
If you drive to Columbus, you can have it. So you got to get over here.
They could even be in the building. I know a couple of those people commenting on there.
Andrew's from DC now, so we're getting an update on our previous player. Andrew is from DC.
Yeah, he's DC. Ken is Columbus, and then the other players were Charlotte.
So I know we have Snailblazers coming up, and then
Left-handed Buttons, which is Carlos's team. Carlos is Columbus. It's Columbus.
Oh,
team.
Carlos. All right.
Yeah.
I was talking to Carlos outside earlier, and he's feeling pretty confident. We'll see. We'll see how
So
this
there's
goes for
left-handed
him.
buttons. What else was? What was the other team you said?
Snailblazers. Snailblazers.
I think I have them in my. There it is.
All right. Thank you.
Snailblazers is on gold.
And so, what teams? What city are we working with here? I know Carlos is Columbus, but there's some Adams Columbus. on blue.
Snailblazers is 100% Charlotte guys.
Oh, okay.
Or people. They got 2 girls on their team, and we Columbus is over here for left-handed buttons, except for the guy in the bright yellow jersey, which is funny because it's Columbus.
He's wearing a crew shirt,
but
yep.
he's from Austin. That's Josh. He's from Austin, Texas.
And DJ commenting 2 of the slipperiest queens in the game. So we will see. We'll see what this is going to turn into.
Yeah.
Especially if both queens are good at getting out of trouble.
Well, I know Carlos pretty well. Him and I hang out here pretty late at night. He plays pinball and other different games, and we play Killer Queen a lot. And he's been playing this tournament very conservatively, not making any mistakes or trying not to, and trying to stay as safe as he can. He's very calculated. He has sort of an analytical mind, the kind of guy that just sits there and studies a game and figures out how every little bit of it works. So watch him sort of study this map here and figure it out. He's
wow.
Blue Queen.
Look at these warriors. Go, go, warrior. It is 3 on gold. Blue, I thought, was up with 3, but it looks like they went down. Yeah.
They had 2 go down simultaneously there. And then Carlos
just taking out warriors like it's his job.
Gold is completely wiped, though they're getting up 1 right now as I speak in the center.
Gold stripes Ryan M up on their side for the warrior.
Oh, the gold queen is in a tough spot and gets killed. So.
That was okay. Gold queen killed Abs on the blue side, but that got her in trouble. That she had to take a death for that.
Yep. And that's John. John K is the gold queen. So against Carlos there. Yeah, he got in a tough spot and had to make some moves and got caught.
And I've seen this gold team play, and their warriors are fierce.
Yes,
and there goes Carlos with another kill, queen-on-queen action.
So I know that's Amanda Lax there with the sleeveless shirt and the tattoos showing. She's a good warrior, and you always see her in the national tournaments and the streams and stuff. So they are good for sure. They've got Blue Queen on the run here. Carlos is on the run here for a second. He gets out safely. Also, Gold, though their queen is down to their last life, that snail is threatening.
A little bit. Blue's going to try to bring it back. I'm not sure that's smart at this point. I think you warrior up and you go for the kill. You're ahead by 2. We'll see how this plays out.
Well, they've got a guy who just got speed. So Skulls just got speed and is getting up. So they're kind of doing what you're saying. They're kind of keeping an eye on the snail at the same time. But they've got a speed warrior up in that whole exchange. And somehow Gold got wiped. So they are all warriors are down. They have no gates. They're hovering over that gate. Had to make a desperate move, missed the J dive.
And Adam on the blue team takes that last queen kill.
Yeah, good job by Adam. Blue Abs. Columbus guys. Again, that whole team is Columbus except for the guy wearing the Columbus crew jersey, of course.
Makes total sense.
Well, the funny thing is, and I mentioned this earlier, if you follow along with the crew or soccer or whatever, they're threatening to move, and I'm not sure if it's official, but they're moving to Austin, and he's from Austin, so I think it's kind of a funny joke that he's making that now they're the Austin crew or whatever, so he gets to wear the jersey. Or he's just trying to fit in Columbus. I'm not sure which one.
Either way, it seems like he's making a mockery of us. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
It's a strong statement. I just don't know what the statement is. He's definitely mocking our entire city, maybe even the state.
Blue Abs right now is, I saw a question on here, is Adam from Columbus, is Blue Abs. There we go. We got a couple people answering.
And he's I don't know if it's official or unofficial or whatever, but he's the tournament organizer. He's the one. Obviously, there are a lot of other people helping out, and Blake is the facility organizer and everything of CQ. So we have a lot of people helping, but Adam it's officially his show. So.
Eli on Gold Skulls. Golden Skulls took that queen kill and evened it up for him.
Yeah, 1 death each for the queens.
Ooh, and then Blue on Skull violence there. Blue Skull takes out Gold Skull. We'll see how this is going to work out. Blue has 4 warriors up. Gold with 2. They're trying to get another warrior. We'll see what happens. And a berry. Wow. I mean, like I said, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on night map.
Yeah, night's your berry map for sure. I like a good berry dusk, but the way things have been going lately, it's all warriors on dusk. So Oh, a weird turn move. You know, Carlos does that to me all the time.
That turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he'll get you to the edge where you think you're going to bounce him. He does like a weird stutter there at the edge, and then you commit a little too hard, 1 pixel too many, and he takes advantage. He's very good at that.
So that's going to put blue ahead by 1, and as soon as I say it.
He got caught on the wrap there, so he didn't see him coming from the top. Both queens last life.
We'll see what happens here. Blue was doing some work on that snail. Now gold's on it. It looks pretty even on warriors. I'm seeing 2 on blue, but I'm seeing maybe 3 gold warriors. Yeah, so 3 gold warriors. Blue going in to get the speed. He's probably going over to get the warrior. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and gold was running berries, but then they had to pull that guy off to do the snail. Now they put one more berry in.
He's trying again. This is going to be a bait situation with both queens on the last life. I think that's what we're going for here because you have 3 warriors hovering around that snail. So that is dangerous territory.
Yeah. The snail's getting pretty desperate. Amanda Lax was the one running the berries in just there in a second when no one was paying attention. She switched to warrior. She's guarding that snail. But yeah, that was a good move. That's where the attention needs to be at this moment.
Gold did a fairly good job of clearing out that snail on the left, so now they have snail control. Blue lost a couple warriors, and berries.
Oh, a wrap.
A wrap.
Didn't even see it coming. So right there on the wrap, Carlos goes into it. Didn't see it coming. So we're 1-1 now. The next win will take it.
1-1. Eli on gold skulls with that wrap kill.
Nice job. Yeah, that was a good maneuvering because blue had the berry the snail so close, and gold never panicked. Come out with the victory.
So that is going to take us to dusk, and again, Dylan and I were talking about how a lot of room for the queen to fly around, easy to stay alive. So we'll see what we're going to go for. We've seen berries, we've seen snail. Obviously, that's all 3 strategies I just said, but we're going to see which one they go with.
Yeah, obviously you had been mentioning it earlier, so I'll give you the credit for this, but for sure, military seems to be the way to go, even if the other objectives force the military. That's the way the cookie crumbles usually. The berry bounces, if you will.
And here we go, gold working the snail, no berry action, and who just took that? I missed that.
Queen on queen, so Carlos got a little bit desperate, and John killed him at the top of the map.
Queen on queen violence.
Yeah, snail's moving for gold. Carlos, the blue queen, he's getting a little conservative here. He's really trying to get a gate, but they're doing a good job of zoning him out there with their warriors. They've got a speed warrior. It's gold skulls. Eli, the one who had got that last kill on that one, and he is hunting pretty hard.
Gold Abs was doing some work down there. Finally got taken by blue checkers.
Oh, and blue Abs winds up killing the queen for gold. So, blue skulls got that kill, and then he wound up getting killed.
So that's Josh our Columbus Crew shirt wearing, not Columbus person.
Yes, the future Crew fan.
And again, we're back snails at neutral.
Yeah, we're basically tied, if you will, and both queens have lost a life, and snails right back where it started.
Gold is showing some warrior dominance, though, so it's looking like 2-1 right now. We'll see if they 3-1. Excuse me. So blue really needs to do something, but I think gold's trying for gate control. Good old-fashioned gate control.
Now, see, Carlos saw a pince coming up there at the top by the left gate. Try to get out of it, and a second warrior came in. That was the warrior and the queen, but the second warrior came in and took advantage, and he wound up losing a life. So he's on last life. Blue, queen, Carlos. And you want to know the origin? I don't know if this is a good time to tell it, but the origin of the whole left-handed buttons thing is that Josh, I guess, had a dream that he was playing against Craig from Columbus, Craig Payne, and Craig kept talking about how Columbus is the best because we have left-handed buttons. And that didn't make any sense, but that eventually became their team name because of it.
So we've got some predictions. Ryan is going to get the final kill, and that is gold stripes right now. So keep your eye on gold stripes.
He's hunting very hard. It seems like a solid prediction at the moment. Ooh, almost came true. And then he lost his life.
Carlos taking out Ryan on gold stripes.
You can see him with a little bit of emotion down there in the bottom right screen. Oh, just a bounce there for Carlos. What Carlos does really well is when a weird thing like that happens, a bounce where he probably should have gotten the kill, or like a weird helmet bounce or something, it never phases him. There's just those kind of things where a weird thing happens and he just always keeps going. He always keeps playing.
Pay attention to this bottom right-hand corner. It's going to come down to this.
Nice clear out there by Carlos, the blue queen. He's got no warriors up, though. He's having a hard time holding gates. That snail is really close. They're in feed mode. He's trying to do his best to clear them out. It seemed to be turnaround temporarily, but man, it is about in the basket.
Oh my goodness! I don't know how Carlos got out of that.
I think the berries protected him there, but it was too little, too late. So coming back with the from the 1-0 loss.
Yeah, from 1-0.
Snailblazers.
Snailblazers taking it.
Am I up next? I can't remember. I'm Jaynesaw.
It looks
berry
like.
boys. Yep.
Yes, you are up next against Pigeon Rats.
All right, you're on your own.
Someone get up here. Is this good? Okay. So, Pigeon Rats and the Bearded Boys, the Berry Boys, coming up next. Trying to find those sheets now. Pigeon Rats, all right, and Jane. Looks like Pigeon Rats is going to be Austin, Marion Moose on Queen, Anthony, and I'm going to say Shannon this time. I think that's probably a little bit closer. On Jaynesaw, we have Jane, Zach, Matthew, Dylan, and Ben. And it looks like Blake's going to join me.
Hello.
And these are correct. So what do you expect to see out of this Jaynesaw team for this match?
I'm really hoping for a valiant effort. I mean, Pigeon Rats is one of the top favored teams to win the tournament. Matt, this is his first time queening a tournament. Well, I take that back. He's queened some Columbus tournaments before, but mostly all Columbus tournaments.
And what a battle in the center to start,
Yes.
and it looks like Gold's going to come away with a warrior.
They are pushing Snail, though.
Blue with the Snail advantage, and Blue
Gets
already
a speed
showing.
warrior up.
Right, and that's 2 warriors now, but Gold also showing 2 warriors. 3.
They've got 4 warriors out. Gold is just lost one there, but they're doing a great job of pushing that Snail. But Matt needed to keep that life, and
that was Anthony.
He's going to get. They just lost all their warriors.
That was a wipe on the blue side, so Blue Queen's really got to get some of those gates, get this game back in control.
This is and he missed hitting the gate.
This is going to be tough.
Beautiful by Matt. He's going to have to kill a lot of speed warriors.
Well, we got another one, and almost like he used that tower as bait. I know that bear or Barry or B or whoever, whatever you want to call them these days, drones.
Drones.
I know he was waiting, but Matt quick to just take out that warrior.
Gold has gained control of the Snail and is getting it back through the tunnel. About to come out on the other side.
Matt able to get 3 warriors up, so they really got to do some work here. Nope, there we go. Blue Abs, who is Dylan, took out a warrior. And Blue showing dominance. Blue showing tower dominance and warrior dominance. So if Gold can, looks like they're going to slip a few warriors in. Are they going to get another one? 2, and now they're back up to 3.
And Matt is on his last life. They're playing well as a team right now. They're really playing well as a team, but they're putting their warriors in bad situations. So they're going to get. Oh, Skull says hello. Zach Sanderson, everybody. Not in a good position. Called his name out and he died. Commentator's curse. Sorry.
Yeah, Dylan was describing this to me, and I didn't believe him until it starts happening in real time. You're like, I think that's a real thing.
It is totally a real thing. Oh man, they are pincering Blue. Gold is pincering Blue.
And Blue taking out somebody there, Blue Queen. So Matt doing a little bit of work, but is it going to be enough down in that corner?
Oh, what a dodge! He's gonna be able to get a warrior up. He's got Dylan up. That's a good warrior to have up. Dylan knows what he's got to do here.
I think it's going to be
clear.
Head-to-head butt there. Matt and Moose going at it. Moose really keeping Matt at control, trying to keep him away from the Snail.
Not in a good position right now.
And Moose is going to go for the sweep. Does he get it? Oh,
buried. So the new physics, the berry can get caught between 2 flying warriors or queens.
Really?
And I haven't figured out how. It's a berry 50-50. Thank you, CJ Freddy. I haven't figured out if it's tapping more or tapping less or just completely random, but the berry will pop in between the 2 players and then drop one of them. It'll pull a player down.
Someone away from the ledge.
Or
Interesting.
In the free space. So if they're bouncing like this, that one will drop.
Wow. I've heard a lot about the newest update. I've heard the game is slower. I've heard the snail is more viable. I've just heard all kinds of mixed feelings about the newest update.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of just playing whatever, whatever the update is and just adapting.
You got to adapt.
Yeah.
You got to change. So gold showing 2 warriors right now to blue. Blue just got another warrior up, so that's going to be even on the warriors. And then gold pulling a 3rd warrior in. Blue trying to do the snail, but gold stripes and gold skulls is doing a really good job of keeping that at bay. So that would be Zach and Ben doing some work on the snail down there. Mostly Ben in the stripes.
Thanks to our commentators, CJ Freddy and X Vested, for pointing out how it works. So if you don't push, you don't pull your character towards the berry, you won't roll it down.
So it seems like you have to hold a neutral position left or right when you hit that berry 50-50.
Yes.
It's kind of like a staring
Cheers
contest.
to that. I'll give you a cheers 1.
And blue is now 2 down. So blue's on her last life. Gold showing 4 warriors. Blue showing no warriors. This is going to be a tough spot to get out of. We'll see if their queen can squeak
Thanks,
by
Fatty
and maybe get a
Daggery.
warrior.
Thank you, Fatty, as well. Wow.
That was almost it. Blue can't get a warrior up, but she does get a warrior down.
Not respecting Matt's flying abilities. He is over and over again killed speed warriors where they just think that they can just powerhouse him. He knows how to stick. That's not a good spot. Oh, good dodge. And that's
Just
all.
wasn't high enough. And gold
Very
abs.
difficult. So they are into. We got one team going to the wild card, Jaynesaw and the Bearded Berry Bros. The other team going to
Bearded.
stage 3 double elimination finals. Pigeon Rats.
So what group are we in right now? Is that not how this works?
I think this is Group A.
Huh.
And I am up.
All right, folks, so only another 10 hours before the tournament's over, so stay tuned.
And we're back. I assume Blake left because he's going to go.
Yes, Blake said he was up, but
He is up. I think
maybe
he
he's
is.
confused.
That's his team.
So I
We don't
can't see-
have a sheet for Blake. If he could fill that out when he wants to.
Oh,
but,
so Blake's team.
Yeah, it's Dre's mom. They're playing for Dre's mom tonight or today. It's not night yet. And
Team Broken.
I don't know. I don't have your mom. So
She's not up here.
she's not up here. So anyway, Broken is the other team that we're playing or they're playing against, and I believe that's a mixed team, right? Isn't that what we're talking about? Team Broken. Yeah, it's mixed. So we got
Confused here. Is it break? Is it break? We've got a bunch of breaks.
They're all jerks, and they all name themselves very similar. So there's
there we
Team
go.
Broken. And then we're just on our own for Dre's mom.
They don't get names.
Well, they have names, but I don't know them. Okay, so here they are. I do know them, but it's Blake Compton, Hugo, Caesar, Helen, and Katie.
All right.
So most of them are from Chicago. Caesar, Helen, Katie, all Chicago people. Hugo is a KC person. And then Blake is Columbus.
On Team Broken, we've got Victoria on checkers, Marie on skulls, Rob on queen, Courtney on abs, and Raven on stripes. Excuse me. And we have seen Raven do some real work today,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with that. Raven's a real standout on that team from what I've seen. I play a lot with Courtney. She's a Columbus player.
Oh, okay.
And, she's a great speed warrior. She is aggressive, and I like it.
You know, I was talking with Craig, and he said that the Speed Warrior is where it's at. Like, it's one of the most important positions now that it's gone back to the Warrior meta. So what we're seeing is all these standout players come out and just crush with the Speed Warrior, and that seems to be really dominating these last couple games even.
Yeah, and with the new builds and it's being a little bit easier to scrape and a little harder to stick, but mostly scraping and sticking are a given. And so if everyone can do that, they can all queen okay. And so queens are about equal. And yeah, the real deciding factor is the Speed Warrior.
Queen on queen violence, it looks like Blake took out Rob on that one.
Yeah, they're both down a life.
Or vice versa, excuse me.
Yeah, Blake's gold, queen. He saw him coming and took a dive there, so last life for blue queen.
And gold's in a great position with 3 warriors and 1 life left, so we'll see. But blue managed to escape the pinch, takes out a warrior, and comes from behind to take out Blake.
Excellent skill work there. So blue's got 3 warriors. One of them goes down, of course, as I say that. Now it's 2 and 2. Warriors, queens, drones.
Blue doing a little work on the snail.
Yeah, about to get it past that little tunnel.
Right. We'll see how this turns out for them. If this is going to pay off. It is going to draw the queen.
Oh.
Or at least a warrior.
Big kill for Blake as the gold queen. Both
Gold
queens
with
last
the
life. And doing a lot of balance work here.
Another pinch from gold.
We got a pincer being set up here in the center of the map now. Blue queen tries to get out and couldn't do it.
Wow, that was speed, right?
Yeah.
That had to have been speed. That was
Helen.
Courtney.
No, that's Helen. Gold.
Oh, gold. Hey, where am I? Who are you?
Who am I?
Put that on that side so I know what's going on.
So yeah, Dre's mom wins that one. Helen takes the victory. Blue queen got in a desperate spot.
That was Dre's mom that won that, correct?
Yes,
yeah.
Dre's mom takes it. They are undefeated. I haven't seen them lose. They've won all their matches. Helen, that's right. Hearts.
So Dre's mom going undefeated.
So far.
So far. We don't want to announcers curse them. Apparently that's a thing.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Blake was explaining it to me.
No, yeah. And it's happened a couple of times that I've noticed. You say, oh, look at gold abs. They're doing such a great job. And then, of course, they get murdered the moment you said that. Yeah, so that happens a lot.
Just dead.
Yeah, and I don't know if it applies to an entire team, but Dre's mom, undefeated, playing for Dre's mom.
And here we go. It's a rush to the middle again, it looks like. And no, wow.
Oh, they stopped short. That's
interesting move from both queens. I think they expected the other to go up.
Yeah.
Gold getting 2 up, and blue running a strong berry game.
Yep, 4 berries so far.
If you're going to do it all night.
Yep. So they've got Hugo is their ledge guard at the moment.
That was gold skulls that did that.
Yeah. They've got a lot of warriors, does gold, and just another berry goes in past the ledge guard for blue.
See, this is an interesting strategy for ledge guard. I always see them hover at the top.
Yeah. Now, I believe, I'm working on my ledge guarding, so I'm no expert, but I believe the best strategy is
to stand?
Yeah, you don't want to hover because it's just a slightly bit more predictable.
Because you have to drop.
They have to come to you. They sort of can jump. If they have enough room on the bottom, which he's kind of almost leaving,
right.
you could drop and then jump. But yeah, I think it's the best move is to actually stand there. Hover is some people's strategy, and it works for them, but it's not the most common one. Blake is obsessed with berries. That's a little insider knowledge I'll give you. If you kick a berry at Blake as the queen, he has to stop and pay attention. He just has to. So good kill. He had a little bit of a turn / micro dive there. Gold queen did Blake. They get the snail in. Nobody was really looking.
That does it for Dre's mom.
Yep, that's undefeated.
Still undefeated. Blake with the bow there. He's being humble. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to see that Blake staying humble.
So it looks like if I'm reading across the screen, you've got Checks Please is playing next. They might be in my pile.
Frostbuzz.
Which I think is the Charlotte. Yes, so that's Kyle Shipwash is the queen on there.
I know Checks Please is Columbus. I'm pretty sure a pure Columbus team.
That is Hogan's team.
Yes, Alex Hogan. Alex on queen, Jacob on checkers. Well, I guess we don't know until they pick a cab. And I think we're going to have to call penalty here.
Checks Please is gold. So I can see it over there. That
beautiful.
What are you saying? Nobody's here?
Yeah, we're going to have to call a penalty. I think
ready.
it's delay a game penalty.
So each team gets 1 loss.
Right. Each team has to take a queen loss down.
I guess those last games which went so fast that
yeah, that was 2 and out. Hey, my wife waving to me from the crowd.
You got a fan in the audience. Okay, so Frostbuzz is blue, and that is Charlotte. And Aaron is playing for the camera there. If you can see him, he's tall. He's Asian.
Tall and Asian. That's a double whammy right there.
That's right. It's not typical. And he's great. He's a great speed warrior. He came and visited a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and played with us all night. And he is a craft beer aficionado. He's also a coffee aficionado. He brought a coffee maker in the back and was brewing up some delicious.
I saw that,
coffee.
and that was like legit coffee
That's all
too.
Aaron. That's all Aaron Tran. He's the guy.
I think he was doing the designs in the foam.
He's like a real barista. So, okay, we got Columbus versus Charlotte. And we're about to start here. So we're of course, on day, like we do.
And I was halfway through, so Alex on Queen, Nick on Abs, Andy on Stripes on the Gold team, and then obviously Frostbuzz. We have been up a couple times.
Yep, that's Kyle queening. Aaron, like I said, is Abs. Ken is Skulls. And then Nicole is on Stripes. I've got them on my sheet switched, but it looks like they are doing the switcheroo when you get to the different side. But Nicole's Stripes and Andrew is checks. Blue.
And here we go. We're pretty even right now. It looks like 2 warriors on blue, 1 on gold. So this day map is just dominated by the warrior game. It's all murder all day.
And Snail, not a bad little first effort for the Snail. It gets out of the tunnel. It's on the blue side. A nice queen avoidance there for the Snail Rider, which is Nicole. And
Frostbuzz,
she
their
jumps
queen
off
doing
again.
some work.
Same thing happening. Oh, but she finally gets killed there. And you can see the emotion on her face as she laughs it off.
Gold back with 2 warriors. Blue still with 2. Blue got another warrior. They just lost. No, they're up to 3 now, so they are dominant.
Yeah, blue is 3-1 warriors and 1 Snail Rider, and they are that's Nicole riding it, and she's getting away with it. She's doing a great job there. As the queen dies for gold. She's great at this move, which she's doing right now, which is when you see a warrior coming or the queen, jump off and then just as a pest to them until someone can come and help. And that's exactly what happened there, and that's probably going to do it. I don't think there's enough time for the queen to get there. Someone tries to come and feed, and that throws her for a slight delay. But
wow,
Snail in the basket, basically unimpeded.
Frost with a Snail win.
Nice job riding for Nicole there. Like I said, it's not just hold the stick. She was jumping off at all the right times and really putting those warriors that came to kill her. She got them killed by her own warriors.
Right,
so
avoiding the kill, jumping off, making sure you know what you're doing, making sure you have a warrior down there that will protect you, and there you go, Snail win.
I don't know what's going on. What is in there? What are we looking at? Is it nudie pics?
Oh, he got us.
Kyle. He's so funny.
Welcome to 1990, everyone.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that game, Kyle. I don't like it. I don't know if they just got the circle game in Charlotte.
I think maybe they did. Maybe they finally caught up with the rest of the world.
Have you guys heard of Duran? I heard they're big.
Yeah, absolutely. Rick Astley, I hear, is super huge these days.
Yeah, I'm never going to give him up. That's for sure.
Damn right, and we're never going to give the Warrior game up here.
Yeah, the Warrior map, Dusk. So
at the Winter Cluster. Sorry, that took me a second to figure out what I was trying to say.
We are starting over here. Dusk. We've got 1 win for blue. Kyle Shipwash makes everybody look at his fingers in the shape of a circle.
Wow, gold working those berries, which is...
Oh, almost a kill there for blue, but somehow Gold Queen avoids by inches. I don't know if they're inches, but pixels, let's say.
I did see that. She slid right out of that, right between 2 of them, but then she takes a nose right on the...
and that's Alex Hogan, a Columbus player, old school Columbus player. He's been playing for years.
Yeah, he was actually playing back at Super Arcados back in the day when we were playing.
Yeah.
Played his team in the finals at one of the first Columbus tournaments. It was a very close game.
Well, he's down 1 life. So is Kyle Shipwash. Kyle Shipwash, I mentioned earlier, came in second in the last tournament here in Columbus. Charlotte, known for traveling well. They've got a lot of people here, maybe 12 or 15 people playing in this tournament of 16 total teams.
The Columbus team, again, is Jacob, Alex, Nick, and Andy. I don't know what this is. I'm going to say Asante.
Yes, he is a Cincinnati guy. So he's pretty new, but he came here with the rest of the Cincinnati crew. He was here last night. I saw him play. He's good. And I only say that because they're a new scene, and they just got their cabs a couple of months ago. And so it's good to see them traveling to a tournament, especially one of this caliber with this level of players. That's great.
Really working those berries, even though we just took another queen kill.
Yeah, Columbus, this is the same thing they did last time. I like the strategy on Dusk, but you need enough time, and it seems like they needed just a couple more minutes here to get those last 3 berries in. Or the Pop-Tarts, as they like to call them on the Dusk, because it looks like they're little sprinkles on
yeah, they
Pop-Tarts.
do look like little Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. So Alex Hogan there protecting protecting the snail, and
it's going to get him in trouble.
Yeah, he couldn't get out of there.
Blue abs. Aaron taking that kill.
Frostbuzz wins 2-0.
It's hard when you're in the middle of that, and they've got the snail over there. You don't have any warriors. The only option is to send your queen in, and that's just going to get you in trouble.
Okay, so we've got Snailblazers versus Team Rake, the New York team, the dream team, if you will. Snailblazers versus.
I've been hearing a lot about this New York team. Everyone
so they've
seems
got,
to say they're number 1 seed right now.
If there were seeds, they would be them, I think. But they've got Andrew Wilkening, and who I like to call Wilkinson, famous for mispronouncing his name. And they also they've got like a Facebook page, and they had this like hype video that they made. They've won some tournaments. I saw a picture of them all holding drones, like look at our booty that we've won, and swag, if you will. And so they're good. They're a good team. I don't think they've lost a single match yet.
It's going to be interesting to see some of these undefeated teams start to go up against each other. We're going to see a clear leader kind of come out of this.
Yeah, and we have links. I believe they're in the chat. I saw them a while ago, but you're going to have to sort through the chat and on our Facebook page and stuff like that. We've got links to the brackets. So they got the challenge on there, and you'll probably be able to see how things are shaking up. We're still in pool play. Not everybody's played everybody. I think my team's played 3 games, and I'm in Group A, so it sounds like this is Group D, so we might be nearing the end of pool play here, and then we'll know who makes it on to sort of the elimination rounds.
We're going to see a strong open from both teams, taking advantage of neutral towers, and then Blue ultimately taking over tower dominance, but we're going to go up 3 warriors on gold. Blue just with the 1.
And those gold warriors are hard to kill. I notice when they get up, they usually stay up. They don't make a lot of mistakes.
That's interesting. That's what you would expect from that team, is to see those warriors go up like that. And there we go, gold with the first kill. It looks like Randy on the New York team.
Yeah, and in that whole exchange, gold did wind up losing a warrior, but I'm sure they'll get them back up here in a second. There they do, in the middle of the map.
Abs just went back up in the middle. That's absolutely correct.
And he's the only one. The other 2 warriors were killed while he was baking, if you will.
Kind of an interesting turn is Blue's now up on warriors, but gold's quickly getting back up. It's interesting to see the queen will guard that tower until she gets her warriors, and then she'll move on to the next tower.
People don't like your use of towers. I don't know why.
What do we need to call them, folks?
I think it's gates. People say, "Can I get a gate?"
Gates now?
Warrior gates. I believe if you pay attention before you start, I can like go through the ways to win and sort of the instructions of the game, and I think they call them gates. But it doesn't matter.
Over to
I
gates.
think it's fun, and like I said, the burgeoning Cincinnati team, they are trying to specifically make up funny names for everything. So they call Chex waffles, and they're calling abs is called ribs. And so they're making up different names. And there was equal sign thrown around, but I don't think anyone liked it for stripes. But people just come up with different terms. I think towers is cool.
Well, I've called them towers ever since I started playing, but I stepped away for about a year now, so we can switch over to gates. Sorry, I'm not with it anymore.
If you want to get real technical, chat, I know they're referred to as maidens. In some of the technical documents, I've heard it saying maidens, so they're the Iron Maidens, where they close over the person and then they bake into a warrior. So
I think maidens is the new. I think that's screw towers, screw gates.
I'm gonna try my best.
We're doing maidens now.
Only call it can I get a maiden? Which is kind of weird, maybe a little sexist or whatever, and kind of medieval.
Tag coffins,
in a medieval
I love
kind of way. Tag all the maidens you can.
Anyways, Blue on her last life. Gold really doing some work. Getting in the maiden. We're going to maiden up and become a maiden thing.
It's too many maidens.
A maiden with wings.
So Blue's on last life. Queen is very low on the map. And as I say that, You could see BK just
Gold.
saw the whole thing develop and took advantage.
I think what we learned in this match is the more drones you put in the maidens and the more warriors you get, the better your team's going to do.
Yep. Get up and stay up. It sounds simple, and it's definitely easier said than done, but these Team Break just using the fundamentals. And you see them talking a little bit of strategy there. They're definitely all about learning, getting better, improving. They take it serious.
And you see Gold Queen there, BK, doing some wrist stretches, so maybe he's really starting to wear out a little bit. This tournament's starting to take its first sign of physical toll on some of these players.
I'm a big stretcher myself. I'm a big advocate of that. And I think you want to, you don't want to cramp up. You don't want to. I see right now we're talking about Blake. There was some talk about Gold Abs stick. A couple of us looked at it. We decided it was okay. I've used it in the tournament since then. We didn't win, but I'm not blaming it on the stick. I thought it was fine.
And here we go. It looks like Gold's going to speed and warrior up in the maiden. And then Blue's having a hard time getting warriors. Oh, there we go. In the upper right maiden, we've got a blue warrior. Then we're going to do a speed warrior in that same maiden.
So many maidens. It sounds weird to me. I guess if you're saying enough, I'll get used to it.
That's why. So I feel like if I say
it,
it 21 times, it's a habit. So I'm just trying to get it in now.
That's funny.
So I get used to it.
What other, if you guys in the chat are listening to towers and maidens and doors and coffins, then what other weird ones are there out there that I know people? I've heard waffles, like I said. I thought New Yorkie maybe even had started that. Waffles. And then sometimes in Columbus, we call the snail Swirly Girl or Swirly Boy, B-O-I, just because it's got a swirly shell. And then I think it has a name, Betsy. Drone-shaped box. Very good 90s reference.
Wilk on the Gold team did a little bit of a warrior sweep up there in the upper left-hand corner. And it's still going to be fairly even right now, even though Gold is down.
Yep, Snail's exactly where it was. A lot of exchanges, deaths there, but it seems like Gold comes out on top. They've got 3 warriors. Blue has 2. 1 goes down. So Team Break getting up and staying up like we talked about.
Shirtless Dave. That's what Abs is. I like it.
Yes, I've heard that as well. That's funny. Shirtless, skinny, ribs. What are the other ones I've heard? Nipples.
Gold Shirtless Dave with a kill. And that's going to be Wilk. Wilk's been really doing some work this game.
You do not call them toasters. I don't believe you in the chat. We call the gates toasters. Doesn't make any sense, but it'd be fun if you did.
Blue checks coming out of that upper right toaster, and he's speedy.
Abs is Randy.
Abs is Randy.
I don't know the origin of that.
Oh, are we? Sometimes they switch, and we don't know.
Oh, I thought they were trying to come up with another term for Abs. I was like, I don't want to call him Randy. That doesn't really make any sense.
I think they've got a Wilk and a Randy, and I think Randy right now is on Abs.
Yeah, so Wilkening is easy to determine. He is the most pale-faced of all, but he has the backwards hat on there, and he's got blonde hair if you can normally see his hair. But, yeah, so then the rest of the guys there, they're all pretty identifiable. They've got Panda has got the hat on and kind of little beard going and black shirt. It's a very cool shirt.
And there it is, Randy or Wilk.
No, that was Wilkening.
Who knows which one?
I know.
You do.
Wilkening. I only know because those guys came and they hung out last time, a couple days before the tournament when we played a lot together. So
I hear a lot of teams got in last night. A lot of teams got delayed with the weather. Some of them came in early this morning, and it's just been great that so many people could even get here.
Yeah.
And we have this kind of turnout.
Oh, the weather was just terrible at the last possible moment too. It was just dumped a bunch of snow on us. So I don't know where we're at here. It looks like Team B Rake versus How I Met Your Hover.
Here we go again with these names.
B-Rake. Yep, sounds a lot like Break to me. What do you got over there? How I Met Your Hover.
I got How I Met Your Hover.
Team B-Rake.
Which I don't get that. I don't get that reference. I don't know what they're going for there. Is that a vacuum cleaner? How I Met Your Hoover?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. I just want to make sure.
I'm just assuming you're being sarcastic.
See, I'm with it.
That's right.
I'm with it.
All the kids know.
I'm with the towers.
The Hoovers.
I'm with the towers and the waffles.
Waffles. What are the other ones? I can't remember. But, where I found a lot of these out was the so sticking and scraping and things like that people have talked about. And there's if you look up the videos on YouTube that are the technical videos, the guy that makes them, what's his name? Anticus, something like that. And he makes the technical videos. Very cool. He talks all about the snail and how the snail works and how the scraping works and how to stick and all that stuff. So it's very cool stuff to watch those videos.
I did not know there was Killer Queen technical videos. That's,
Rantius. Okay, there he is. So yeah, he has some very cool ones that we've actually used extensively. The maintenance one. So I know this is crazy, but like his latest one a couple months ago, he did like what buttons should you buy, what stick should you use, how to get into the cab, all that stuff. Just basically for like people like us who have our own cabs.
Right.
And how do you maintain the whole thing? So
he's getting really technical. That's kind of cool. I'm glad to see that community, someone's doing those kind of technical videos.
And the funny thing is, some of them become outdated. So maybe he has to do some update ones because of the new builds and stuff. But yeah, he's got an automatic tapping machine that will tap a certain number of times per second, so he can test how many times does it in fact take to tap to get to your guy to hover and scrape.
Craig was explaining to me it's now 5 taps instead of 9.
Yep.
Tell me, so what is that? So it from the ground to the floor, just to get to the hover?
No, actually just to maintain scraping. So right now the blue queen is staying on the edge, and it takes at least 5 taps per second to stay at the top.
I can't do anything 5 times a second.
You say that, but it's actually not that fast. You see a lot of people doing it. We actually toyed around with the idea of a button cam and sort of showing like what they're doing.
Right.
I think it'd be really cool. Some of these guys have got some pretty cool like styles on the sticks and the buttons, but it's not as fast as you might think. 9 times a second was pretty fast. That was really pushing it. But yeah, I don't think 5 times a second is that bad. It really makes the game more accessible for the newer players.
Well, we're still seeing some wrist stretches out there, so even at 5 times a second, it is starting to tax some of these players. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
And these longer games, you know, if you've ever queened a famine match, you're doing
that's a long time.
Especially at the end of the match, you're hovering a lot,
right.
You're sticking a lot to the top, and it can be really hard on your wrist.
And Dusk, it looks like Team Rake up 1-0. We'll see if How I Met Your Hover can come back.
Yep. Good. They're a good team too. You know, I played a lot. I actually was on a team that won a tournament. I was the queen, and Kevin, who is blue stripes, was my speed warrior. And so I'm familiar with him because of that tournament. He showed up on time. Kevin. He was on time, if you can imagine.
I see what you did.
and we won. So I have intimate knowledge of him playing in tournaments, and he's good. I like him. He's got some skills.
Looks like Gold already down 1, and they are having. She's on the run right now. 4 warriors with none. Gold just got taken out, so they had a warrior, but now she's got to get a gate open. Gold takes out 1 warrior. Gets 1 warrior up. It's still 3-1.
Yeah, DJ for How I Met Your Hover is really on desperate times here. Now trying to run away. Doing a good job of it though. I got some wily escape moves.
Some of these more talented teams, you're going to see them take advantage. If I can't get a warrior, I'm going to put a barrier in, and that's going to make the difference in some of these tournaments. Now, is this going to matter? We're going to have to find out, but I really like how you can pivot. If I can't get a warrior, I'm going to do something that's useful.
Yeah, good teams timing that can make all the difference. We've got a guy, Duck, in our scene, famous for saying make it even and stuff, mix it up. But he's got a lot of catchphrases, and one of them is switch to berries. He used to say it sarcastically, but now he means it. I mean, times like this where it's like, oh, we're running the snail, we can't get the snail in, or everybody's trying to get up and we all are down at the same moment. If 4 people go down and they get wiped, it looks like a serious disadvantage. Now, if they all grab berries and put them in, suddenly you got 4 berries in, so it can be a big deal.
And that's going to put Gold in even more trouble now.
Gold is not from C-Bus. I saw that question there. They're from St. Louis. That is How I Met Your Hover.
And that was Queen on Queen, How I Met Your Hover DS taking out the blue queen.
Is it DS? DJ?
Am I in the right place?
DJ?
Writing. DS? DJ? It's probably DJ.
Daniel. Knur.
We'll go with Daniel.
Yeah. So anyway, blue. Yeah, blue seems to be more warriors. That was a question there in the chat. That's Dylan Conrad, and yeah, he's a good queen. He's got some good warriors on his team. Kevin is one of them that I mentioned. But yeah, I've been playing with a lot of these guys who have been here yesterday, and they're all good warriors. So yeah, I think they're just confident in their warrior abilities, and they're going to go all military. They're riding the snail a little bit, but mostly I noticed that they ride the snail just back to neutral and then leave it.
Blue queen with the dive to take out James on abs. Well-timed dive.
Yeah, last life for gold queen. He's doing a lot of bouncing there. I would recommend getting out of there because you bounce a little bit, some guy can sneak in behind you, and you don't realize you put yourself in a bad spot. Ooh, makes a nice kill.
Nice
Speed warrior
turn.
there at the
Yeah,
top.
exactly.
Yeah, those speed warriors are going to chase you, and when you're the queen and you're on last life, you're really going to have to only get those kills that you know you can get. He flies into a bad spot there. He was going to go around the bottom, I saw, and then there was a warrior there.
It looked like he was going to stop that snail and then pulled back up, realized, and too late he didn't realize coming down from the top was the blue queen.
Yep, and that queen read that. That was Dylan Conrad. Read that well.
Great read by Dylan.
So next one, Shadow Scene is up versus You Didn't Say the Magic Word. Shadow Scene is the Cincinnati Scene, queened by Cincinnati Nick, of course. There it is. And then You Didn't Say the Magic Word is everyone's doing it. So it's You Didn't Say the Magic Word is the quote from Jurassic Park. It's his computer when they try to get into it.
Yep.
Yep. That's
my favorite quote is always, "We got Dotson. We got Dotson. See, no one cares.
Everybody, we got Dotson here.
No one cares."
Now that's a solid one. That's one of my favorite for sure. But Clever Girl or
Ooh, Clever Girl.
Hold On to Your Butts.
Hold On to Your Butts.
Solid
That's a good one.
Solid one. I like all those. Okay, so I can't remember where we were. Shadow Scene is blue, it seems.
Yes.
Cool.
You Didn't Say the Magic Word is Ryan, Chris, Nick on Queen, Josh, and here's another DJ situation.
That's
I'm gonna
go
for sure. DJ.
Yeah, and I'm familiar with him from Facebook. He's always making comments and memes and all the things that we do here in Killer Queen Scene. So that's 3 Chicago guys. That's Eklo, DJ, and Nick are all Chicago, and then the other 2 are Columbus, which is Christina, the lone girl. You'll see her on the screen here in a second. And then Ryan is also a Columbus person. Ryan is actually, if you're in the house, Ryan is the one, or you see it sometimes on the stream, he's the one who did the coding and some of the design for the Who's Up Next thing. So, yeah, if you see him in there, he's the one that came up with it. There's the
Very
meme.
cool.
There's the You Didn't Say the Magic Word thing. But, yeah, so we've got Ryan on gold stripes, and then Chris next to him, gold abs. Eklo is the skulls, and then DJ is checks, and then their queen is Nick. Both queens here are Nick, so that's easy to remember.
Nick and Nick.
Cincinnati Nick. They are Nick and Nick at the moment. Cincinnati Nick is blue queen, Shadow Scene queen, and he's got Columbus/Cincinnati Joe over there on checks, blue checks.
Powers are going to stay neutral until the queens figure out what's going on in the middle, and then there we go.
Yeah, that tends to happen is you just sort of let them know you're there, do some bouncing, let your guys get where they need to go, and then somebody's going to have to split off. Something's got to give. But they're doing a lot more bouncing here. Bumping. One of the famous Columbus teams, which is no longer together, at least for this tournament, is called Come Bump Us. So a little play on
very
Columbus.
clever.
Yeah. A
lot of bumping this one. I don't know if this is just what this has turned into, what this has degraded to.
Is this what we've come to?
Right.
So yeah, Cincinnati Nick. I've actually in that tournament that I mentioned that Kevin and I won. Actually, and Ben, who's on my team too, he was on that team. But we won in the finals against Cincinnati Nick, and so I know for a fact that he is a great queen. I play against him a lot as queen, and he's good. He's doing a lot of bouncing here. He's been playing the game for a long time. He's a good strategist. He got some help from his warrior, but they cleared him out, so wiped gold completely.
Wow, yeah, what a move from Nick. Just swiped down, got the warrior, got off the snail. That was a great move, and managed to stay alive. That's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he might get killed there for a second. He does another bounce to push the queen out of position. They've only got one warrior. He killed the warrior in that move there.
That was another interesting kill because didn't they change how many blinks you get as a warrior out of the maiden now?
So officially what happens is we used to call those spawn kills. If you were to spawn and then just go right after the queen or something and you sort of appear inside the queen, you can no longer do that. So
right.
You remain blinking if you're on top of another player indefinitely. And we actually proved this the other day. No one was playing, but we put the queen on top of the other queen, and it will blink for hours. So
wow.
If you're on top of another player and you're trying to
out of a maiden, you will blink indefinitely if you're on someone.
So the queen starting over a new life, anyone starting over a new life starts out blinking, but also the same thing happens when you come out of a gate. You blink a little bit, and during both those moments, if someone's on top of you, if you try to spawn inside of someone, it'll just never happen. It sort of changed the advantage. So the advantage used to be from the spawning character. Now it's the other way around. The person who is already solid and alive, they have the advantage because you cannot appear inside them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a little bit of change that's happened in the last, basically since October.
It looks like we're down 1 on yellow. Blue still has gold, Blue still with both lives, and blue running a speed warrior. Again, looking fairly even though gold has 1 life down. Snail's on its way back to neutral. Gold really working that snail right now, but blue checkers on the speed coming through with the sweep. He just got 2 warriors there and cleared almost had the queen kill, and that was it. That was enough to bait the queen into coming down, and that gets taken out by Nick and Nick.
Yeah, so Cincinnati Nick doing a good job. They play well together. They play all the time together, the Cincinnati crew. And like I said, we've got 3 Chicago players and 2 Columbus players. So it's a bit of a mixed team over there for gold. But they've come back and take a life off of Blue Queen Nick. Cincinnati Nick. Nick Monger is his name.
I'm not allowed to say Nick on Nick violence anymore. We got shut down. I don't know if you didn't see the chat, but we got shut down on the XX violence. That's not allowed.
All right.
Everyone's got an opinion on our chat here.
This is a honestly though, they're keeping us. Making us better because
you guys are keeping us honest.
Yeah. You have to say the things that they want the way they want. So.
Blue checkers. Joe really best. Going after the queen. Got stopped by gold. And that's it.
Wow. And they are showing a ton of emotion there. Playing very well as a team. I think, honestly, like I was alluding to earlier, I think the difference was teamwork there. They're playing better as a team. Gold, I saw Gold have a bit of a break on that second queen kill. You saw that Nick, the gold queen, showed some emotion. You could see the look on the other team's faces. They weren't communicating. They weren't talking. They weren't playing as a team as well. And then I think that's what happened.
That made the difference, working as a team. And here we go into the third. Or no, excuse me, that was the first?
That was the first game.
Wow.
Yep.
That felt like a year.
Yep, 1-0 Cincinnati/Columbus, Joe.
X on X violence.
No more X on whatever violence. If I hear it one more time. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll totally be fine if you hear it. If it does happen.
What's America going to do? They're going to do nothing.
Whoever that is, I don't know that person exactly, but they're always commenting in the stream and stuff, so I appreciate it, definitely. I always see it on all the tournaments that I've watched. There's a lot of commenting going on, so I appreciate it. Even if it's positive, negative, whatever, I like it. So
Guy Nouveau, I appreciate that.
I like to hear it. Guy Nouveau was a commentator.
And that was gold. Was that gold skulls with that first kill, and then blue speed warrior with that second kill?
Yeah, both queens go down. This is just warrior fest here at the top of the map. Gold gets a speed. I'm going to say it quietly.
Apparently just throwing haymakers right out the gate here.
But yeah, gold speed snail running along.
Or the maiden, excuse me, right out the maiden.
Right out of the maiden. I like it. I like your adherence to maiden too. I appreciate it.
I'm committed now.
Yep.
And wow, blue checkers with 2 warrior kills, 3 now back-to-back, doing some work on that gold team.
And they've got all top berries, does blue, and a Pop-Tart if you will, the sprinkles and the Pop-Tarts. And they only need 3 left. The top ones are the hardest ones to get. I'm assuming most people watching this have played this game, but if you're new to the game, you want to go top to bottom or back to front on the other maps because it makes those last couple a lot easier to do. And if you notice right now, you're getting a lot of pressure from the other team, a lot of ledge guards over there, and you want to make it as easy on yourself to get those last 2 berries in.
The question is, can you hit those 2? Do you still have to go up top? No, it looks like you can jump for those 2.
And that one's a little bit harder. The last one remaining you can see on blue. You can, in fact, do it from the bottom, but it takes – yep, there you go. He did it.
Did it right. Yep, there you go.
But, yeah, you can do it from the bottom, but it takes a full jump. You got if you make a mistake, you're going to miss.
And we leave it with 2/5 of a family portrait. We had 2/5 of a family portrait. I'd really like to see that this tournament, if we could get a family portrait in.
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing about family portrait, you're beating the other team. You're sort of showing off that you're beating the other team, and so sometimes I think people could take that.
Take that a little.
Yeah, a little.
People get a little heated about the family portrait.
Yep, we almost saw one earlier. I saw 4 out of 5. It was Frostbuzz. I saw that 4 out of 5, and then it must have been Ken was just outside. So he was like making his way back to the snail, and as the snail went in, they were all there except for him.
You already won.
It's close.
No showing off. You're not allowed to show off.
Hey, do what you want. It's part of the game, and family portrait, they're fun for the crowd. The other team is definitely not going to appreciate it, though.
So Buzzthrill and Oh My Lantis is coming up.
We are getting close. I saw on the thing we've got 2 more games in pool play, and then we move our way on to the next stage of the tournament.
I think you have both of those.
Oh, do I? Buzzthrill. There you go. There you go. Buzzthrill, which one were they?
I think Buzzthrill's going to be on blue.
Okay.
Oh My Lantis is going to be on gold.
Okay, so Oh My Lantis is a Columbus team, except for 1 player. I'm just looking at them across the thing, but.
Chris, Esparza, Craig, Helen, and Duck. So I know Duck, Helen, Craig.
Oh, so they have 2 players. They have 2 players from out of town. We've already gone over this, I'm sure. But yeah, they're all Columbus except for those 2.
Well, there might be new people. You know,
Chris,
people might just be joining.
That's right. Or if you're watching this far, far into the future, you've got Esparza and Cads are from other scenes. They're not Columbus players.
So where are both of these teams? Are they both? Are we undefeated? Are both of these teams undefeated? Is that where we're at?
No, I don't. I've seen Oh My Lantis lose a match, so they definitely.
So very interesting matchup coming here.
Yeah, so Oh My Lantis, Chicago, and Chicago is where those Cads and Esparza are from. But everyone else is from Columbus. Craig is the queen there for gold. And then Chicago is the blue team. Everyone on blue is from Chicago.
Wow, the bounce is real.
So there are, at this moment, more Chicago people than anything else.
That was blue Skull's bounced right on Gold's head. And then Blue Queen was able to just
Oh, and I've got
dominate.
that covered, so you can't say who that is.
There we
go.
That's
Brian.
all right.
That's Brian. And he's good. I've seen him get a couple of game-winning kills so far in this tournament.
And then goes up and gets the Speed Warrior. Wow.
Yeah, I said it. He's good.
They just evened up, though.
So running the snail pretty far. Both queens have lost 1 life. It seems like we've got a lot of warriors on the map. Gold is dingers out, if you will. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. Chat will tell me. But we've got a lot of warriors out there on the map. For Gold.
Buttery Nubs is correct. That is Bert on the queen for Buzzthrill.
That's right. Yep, Bert. They've got Bert, and then Christina's abs, and Brian is skulls, and then John, or JCC wrote his name down as, maybe he goes by that, is stripes. Wait, nope, checks this time.
Blue getting dangerously close to that snail win, attracting a lot of attention on that corner. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's going to bring the gold queen down. You don't want to be in that situation. Yeah, so she's gonna leave some warriors there and then go about her business.
But Gold's staying alive, so that is Oh My Lantis. Look at that Mantis. Craig is still staying alive. He makes the hero's move over there. All warriors are now wiped off the map, but we're just basically stuck in a snail battle as everyone takes the time to get back up. And Craig and Heather are a couple, and they're over there on gold, and we play against them all the time too. Heather also goes by Hell, which I think is an awesome nickname.
Yeah, I guess as pointed out, I don't know if this is correct, but if Lantis loses this, that puts them out of the running for the gold, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know who's tracking this.
That can't be right. That can't be right. So
there I guess there's still a knockout tournament that they
there's
can
a
play
knockout.
in, right?
So the next round of the tournament is knockout. So I don't think anyone's eliminated yet.
Right, so that's not correct. So in the chat, we're seeing that is not correct. Even if Lantis loses this, they still have a chance for the gold.
Yeah, we're doing pool play. We're still in pool play. We have 2 more games. This is the second to last game in pool play. After that, then we'll get seeds for the next round of the tournament. That'll all be on here. We've got we can display that here when we get to that round and stuff, and so we can see how everything shakes out.
That's okay. You're allowed to be wrong here. I called them towers for the first 30 minutes. You're allowed to be wrong.
I don't think towers is wrong, man. It's all about coming up with cool little ways to say things, and then who knows, they'll catch on. So maybe plus you're old school, so
right.
Hey, man, they used to call them towers.
They used to call them towers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's no big deal.
And abs used to be gay bar, so I don't know where the abs came from. That's what we used to call them.
Weird.
No, wait a minute. Excuse me, checkers, because he's got the mesh shirt on.
Really?
We used to call checkers gay bar.
I was on board with abs being a gay bar because
well, maybe they both could.
I don't even think this is un-PC. I've been to gay bars, and sometimes you'll just
see a guy
with no shirt
right,
on.
or you see him in a mesh shirt.
Yes, that's right. Mesh shirt. I didn't even think about
exactly.
That is very funny. So yeah, mesh shirt, totally a thing.
A lot of stuff
find.
has changed. Also, abs is the only one wearing pants. What's with that?
I don't know. Some people do call them pants. Actually, it feels like checkers has pants.
Yeah, you might be right.
So yeah, after this, we have one more match in the pool play.
Yep.
And then we'll play actually into the next round of the tournament, and then there will be a knockout round. So if you lose, you go into the losers bracket, if you will, the knockout bracket, and then if you lose there, you're out. So no one's out yet. No one's even close to out, really. You've got 2 more matches, no matter what.
Starting to hear the frustration from Blue. We heard some cabinet pounding when a warrior went down. So that's a sign that it's starting to get rough.
And you see, Gold is out fast with that snail. They've got warrior presence. They've got Blue has no warriors. They're running berries now, which is maybe out of desperation. They might be the fact that they couldn't get a gate, couldn't get warriors up, so they're running. And Snail's close. Desperate moves made by Blue Queen successfully so far.
Right.
She's
getting out of there. She's gotten out of there a couple times now.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just a matter of time. Bert makes a desperate move. And then Oh My Lantis.
And there we go, some hugs from Oh My Lantis. Feeling good after that loss on the last game.
Craig is a good queen. He's one of the better queens in Columbus. I don't know if he's the best, but he's definitely on the top of the pile.
What are our top-ranking queens out of Columbus?
Well, Matt's my queen, so I gotta say
Matt.
He's good, and he's over here producing right now. He can't hear me, but also Carlos is good, and it looks like Carlos is up next, talking to Matt, if you can, or talking to Craig, if you could see the board. And actually, Blake is in the middle of that, and I would say Blake is a good queen.
So all the queens from Columbus are good, is what you're saying?
Well, they're good.
You can't rank them. You don't want to get in trouble.
Sometimes I play queen, and I'm not good. So I'll tell you that right now. That if I were considered a queen from Columbus, I am not good. I'm not on the level with those guys. I'd say Craig is even slightly above Carlos, but with the right team, Carlos is unstoppable, and Blake is crazy and wily, and if the berry bounces his direction, he could take this whole thing. So it's hard to say exactly who's the best, but they're all pretty good. And I don't even know if those. I mean, there are a lot of good queens here. Shipwash, I love to watch him play. He's wily, he's crazy. He winds up winning a lot of the time. And so we got a lot of good queens here in the house. Mustafa, I just played against him, and he's very good. I watched him play all last night. He was basically queen almost every match, and he is great. He's fantastic.
It looks like we've got another delay of game penalties, so I think Blue's going to have to take a queen death right off the bat. I think we just take an egg out.
Okay, so you know who I believe it is? I'm going to guess that it's Stu.
Left-handed buttons?
Stu has it's left-handed buttons there, and they have a problem. Stu is always the one not paying attention. He thinks he's got more time than he has, and he winds up leaving.
Stu Lightfoot. We need Stu Lightfoot.
Yep, there it is. I say we take one queen away from him. I said one queen penalty. Delay of game.
He was. You know what he was doing? He's playing one of the other games here in the house.
Right.
We have Death Ball, which is a one-on-one game made by a guy, Tony, in Iowa, and he came and hand-delivered that Death Ball cab. It's the second one ever made. Cincinnati has the third one ever made, and he's a Killer Queen guy himself, Tony is.
Yep.
And he played Killer Queen, wanted to make his own game, was inspired to make his own game. He made this game, Death Ball. It's amazing. I mean,
I've seen it.
I did not expect it to be as good as it is. It's so good.
It's disappointing that it's one-on-one, but it does bring an interesting aspect into the upright game. Obviously, most uprights, when you're doing that fighting style game, is one-on-one. I'd like to see it go to 2-on-2, but it's still a very interesting, very great game. We'll see what comes with that over the years.
Yeah, it's a cool game. It's fun to play one-on-one. See, here's the interesting thing: when you play Killer Queen, you think, oh my gosh, 5-on-5.
Right.
It's amazing, but sometimes you don't have 10 people who are good at the game. So it's actually been pretty fun to have Deathball in the house, because I can just grab a guy and be like, hey, want to play some Deathball? And we have the full game happening without having to grab 8 more people. So that's nice.
I
sometimes.
see. Yeah, exactly. So it does have that, hey, I don't got to go find one other person, 3 other people. It's like 2, and you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, so if anyone's paying attention right now, you can see someone posted the challenge link, and you also see that I don't think, unless this match, when this match ends, unless for some reason it doesn't count, as far as it doesn't change anything.
Right.
But it would show you who's ranked, but we haven't played any of those games yet as far as the finals go or anything like that.
At least it's going to give us a good idea of what undefeated teams are coming out of that first round.
Right.
What teams are in lead positions coming out of that first round. We'll have a pretty good idea of what that final is going to look like.
Yeah, and so first victory happens pretty quick there for left-handed buttons. Carlos takes the victory as the queen. And if you notice, when we go back to the other scene, the sort of the regular playing while we're playing scene, in the top right, it actually says group stage. So this is the last match of group stage. And then after group stage, we wind up going into the second round of the tournament. I'm not sure what we're calling it, but we'll have a knockout round. And then we'll get into things like semifinals, finals, that kind of thing. But at the top right, you can see that group stage.
Right.
Just so, like, especially later when you go back and watch this, or you want to see yourself in the stream, you'll notice that we're still in group stage. So this is the last game of group stage.
5 more hours left, guys. Only 5 more hours. We're almost done.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it to dinner.
Yeah, I don't know how we're doing on time or how we're doing on as far as predicted time. We have had a couple of famines, and those are typically some pretty long matches.
Longer-lasting games.
But then also some quick matches. That last one we just played was pretty quick. So I'm not sure how we're doing average-wise, but we're right where I expected it to be, at least.
Left-handed buttons coming out strong again. They won the first match. It looks like they're heading that way for the second. We'll see what happens. I don't want to curse them.
Nope.
But showing a very strong showing. 2 warriors right now.
Yep, 1 life lost for Gold Queen, which is Jacob. I played a lot with him last night as well. He's fun. He's fun to play with. He's aggressive. He's skilled. He's good.
And that's it. Blue Stripes took out the last Gold Warrior. So
3-1 Snail. That's Carlos's favorite strategy as far as I know.
3-1 Snail
as the queen, and so they've got Abs running Snail right now at the moment, which is Josh Bird wearing the bright yellow jersey from Austin, Texas. So
Gold Abs gets that Snail kill, but he's got to go back in, swooping in from the other side.
Snail is moving along, and Josh
picks up the warrior kill too.
Josh had just died. Last time he died, he went directly back to Snail. I think he's going to try to do that again now. I don't even see him on the map now. He died again there real quick.
Gold having to pay a lot more attention to that Snail. 3 warriors, all huddled over in the left side of that map.
Yeah, they've really committed to taking Snail back, and even the queen's getting involved. So. Got a lot of people moving on the Snail.
I think this puts us back to even. Nope. And just as I say it, blue goes down.
Of course. So actually, big turn of events here. Carlos is on his last life as the blue queen. And Snail is moving back to about neutral, center of the map there.
Right.
So Gold makes a nice comeback here. They took their time. They didn't panic. And things are back to in their favor even.
Right. And that's what everyone, even Dylan was saying when he went up here, slow down. Take your time, keep your head in the game, and you can come back. And that's what we're seeing here. Gold being down a kill at the beginning of the game and coming back, and now they're up a kill. Yep. So it looks like that keep your head, don't die strategy is really working out.
Yes. Don't die, for sure. If you can avoid that, then things are going pretty well usually. But also, I do think that never give up, because I think that a lot of times in these games, there's been some famous tournament games where I think a lot of people would have said, oh, we've died two times quickly off the bat, and we're never going to do this. They're too good. And great examples of people never giving up and sticking with it, because that's what's happening here with Gold. They're on last life at the moment. Blue has battled back a bit, but it's anybody's game at the moment. This game could end in a moment's notice. Blue Queen is sort of trapped in the hive there by Gold Abs.
Gold Abs and Gold
killed.
Queen had a pinch in the center a few moments ago that just wiped Blue Warriors, and that's why we're seeing them down just a little bit.
Oh, bounce in the back of Blue Queen. That probably should have been a kill for Gold Skulls, but it didn't happen that way. It was a bounce. So Blue Queen, Carlos lives to fight another day. We've got 3 Warriors just now getting up for Gold, so 3-2, or is that 3-2?
Yeah, it's 3 and 2 right now.
3-2. Now last Warrior,
Blue just goes up, right?
Yep, Josh just got up, so we got 3-3.
But Gold is holding on to that snail, and that's going to draw attention.
Can you believe how much they've moved that snail? It was almost in the basket for Blue, and now it's all the way back on the other side.
I was going to say now it's Blue's chance to get back on, but Gold is keeping him off. They're doing a really good job of balancing, keeping him off the snail, keeping the board under control, really playing those zones, really keeping those areas dominant by Gold.
Almost got a kill for on Gold Queen. That's why the crowd was going a little crazy. Gold Snail in a tough position here. Carlos has got to make a move.
This is going to be it.
He tries to feint. He takes out one warrior. He almost takes out the second warrior, but doesn't want to get too desperate. Blue is back on Snail now. Snail's moving for Gold.
That's it.
Carlos has got to move. He doesn't see it. He tried to take the time to get his warrior up, and it was too much. He did not have the time to do it.
And
so Gold takes it. We were 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
That was very evenly matched, like intense game.
Right.
And like I said, Jacob never lost his cool as the Gold Queen stuck with it, and they wound up pulling it out, getting the win for that one. Look at that. You could see it on their faces. That was That was a lot of pressure, a lot of intense. You could see them really relieved to come away with the victory on that one.
So I believe this will take us over to Dusk. Again, we're going to see a lot of open space on this map, a lot of queen action on this map. We'll see which team comes up here.
And this is Charlotte versus Columbus. So Charlotte is the Pickleback Rake, and Columbus, except for Josh in the gold or the yellow jersey.
Oh, I just noticed it's PBR as well. PBR.
Yeah,
There's whole kinds of stuff going on with that name.
It's like a multiple level reference. So applaud points for that for those guys.
Just a Beast saying it right, exactly what we were saying last match is be cool, stay chill. That's exactly what you need to do in that situation, and they did and came up with that win.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite game of the match or of the tournament so far because it was back and forth. I mean, literally back and forth, especially when it comes to the snail. Wow, Carlos, they were coming at him from both angles there, down at the bottom by the snail for Blue Queen, and he took out both of them, the warrior and the queen, as they came for him.
Now remember, this is what last game started out with. Blue up by 1, Warrior dominant, and Gold came back. So we'll see if Gold can make it happen again.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because, like I said, that was a good match. That was a very exciting match. Carlos is hunting their queen a little bit, Blue Queen to Gold Queen, and I saw him get a bounce there at the bottom and on the wrap, but no kill there. He gets a kill on the warrior. They're fighting over some gates. Blue has 0 warrior gates or maidens.
Maidens,
I'm gonna
towers,
work hard.
Coffins.
Oh, wow. Out of nowhere.
Was that Stripes?
I think it was, right?
Yeah, so that would have been
Adam.
Yeah, wow.
Blue Stripes. Yep, that's Adam Swikert. He's been playing a long time, too.
He has done some work this tournament. I've seen him do.
Yeah, he plays very well in tournaments. He's a very good strategy guy. He knows the game very well. And last tournament, he was a standout player as well. He's good.
And here we are, Gold 2 lives down.
Yeah.
Very similar to last time. But Blue
yeah.
is just punishing them now. They are not letting them breathe, not letting them get a gate, not letting them get the snail. Right, exactly.
Yeah. They let them come back last time, and they're not letting them do it. So they're in, as Carlos would call it, kill babies mode, and watch the gates. They're getting a 1-up right. A warrior died for their effort to try to stop it, but they've got 1 warrior up. It's Gold Skulls. He just gets killed in the corner.
Just gets murdered.
Yeah, it was a murder too. It really did look like a
came up like
thing.
slash. Yeah, absolutely.
Stuck him in the corner.
Gold gonna get some action on that left gate though, or maiden.
Oh, Carlos, he saw it happen. Jacob got stuck on that ledge by that gate, and Carlos took advantage.
And there we have it. That is the end of pool round.
Yeah, group play is over, everyone.
We're going to take a commercial break.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do break or Blake's going to come do an announcement or something, but we'll get ready and stand by for that. Everyone here is doing the wave. We're seeing the crowd they can see it too, so everyone knows what's going on there. But yeah, Blake runs into the room. We can see him on there. Blake's wearing the CQ shirt. He's got the beard. His name is Beardless Wonder there in the chat too, because for a moment he didn't have a beard, but now he's back, and he's. It sounds like he's gonna make.
There we go.
Hey everybody. All right, that is the end of group play. How about that? All right, so go ahead, Adam. All right, so real quick, before everyone leaves the building, let's everyone that is here get into the main hangout area where the table and the 2 couches are. We're gonna take a big picture, a group picture, before anyone gets knocked out. Right after that, yes. Right after that, I would love some help from people kind of resetting the space, going around and cleaning up trash, putting stuff away, emptying the trash cans in the bathroom, stuff like that, making sure we have paper towels. And then about 30-minute break of getting food. Ray Ray's food truck right next to Land Grant Brewing Company, less than a block away, has a KQ deal. Just say KQ deal to them and you can get any sandwich for $8 with a side and a drink. And it's very, very good barbecue. All right, so 30 minutes, so let's get into the group